those of you watching, I do have to lay on some house rules. Not rules, just to let you know what we're doing. We're playing Mage Ascension. We're playing a version of it, an invalid hack, if you will. Version more in line with the current Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, and something about werewolves. We don't care about werewolves. They're fake. But we're keeping along with the fifth version of the games. So that's why we have this hack. Yeah, just to let you know that the players will be making some decisions as their characters. They're actors, performers. So please don't hold the decisions that players make as their characters. After all, not everyone likes the decisions that they would have to make as a performer. Oh, wait, I am getting a message from my assistant. It's a long message. Now the message gone. Oh. You can't hear me because, like, the music is too good and too boss. Please speak up into the mic, you jackass. Well, you don't have to be so mean about it, assistant. I'm doing the best I can. After all, you blew up our last studio. Oh, never mind. Just to repeat, don't hold the actions that the players make as they are just playing characters. Also, because this is World of Darkness, we might get into a little bit of very uncomfortable topics. We try to have we have safe rules. We have safe words. We have X cards. So, if you need to take the time to step away from the stream or from the episode, you can. Press pause. Go take a break. Smoke break. Drink break. Do whatever you gotta do. Don't worry about us. Your mental health matters more to us than you experiencing the inner darkness of World of Darkness. But, hi. Thank you, new people, for joining us. We start our episode not with our characters. No, instead we start off at a police station. More specifically, a morgue. There's a man looking at two bodies. He's scratching his head. Another man in a blue lab coat is kind of scratching his head as well. Well, Rick, I have never seen in all my 40 years of living and doing this line of work claw marks across the neck. No other lacerations whatsoever. Okay. And what about this other one? They drowned? What do you mean they drowned? Well, it's complicated, but they kind of... Well, when we found them next to the other deceased, we found nothing but water in their lungs. So, you're telling me that they just drowned sitting outside? That's all I got for you, boss. I can go further. I'll look and see what else I can find. But as of right now, drowning on that one, and this young lady, unfortunately, came across maybe a wolf, maybe a large dog, large cat. I don't know. I'm sorry. I have no answers right about now. Okay, and what about the people that found him outside? From the report, nothing. I got nothing. You know what? This is just like 5 years ago. There was a bunch of weird shit starting off. Hopefully this can't get any weirder. We pan the camera away from the morgue, down the street, across a few blocks. We have three characters. Three people. A lone fashion designer, slowly putting on their makeup. It's gotten smudged with all the events that happened in the last episode. Beside them is what looks to be like a twink in Stevie Nicks cosplay. Still shaken up by the mind-bending trip that they went on, which they can barely remember, but it's like they do remember, but another part is just saying it's a dream. And then finally, we have our resident metal head. He's currently trying to keep together his business. And if you will, roll for me resolve and finances. Difficulty of 3. Oh wait, no. You failed if you roll. So it's difficulty 4 to make sure that you broke even tonight. Anything past a 4, well, it looks like you made a profit.
Finances, and I'm sorry, what was the attribute?
Resolve and finances.
Okay, got it.
And for those of you who are watching, resolve and finances, yes, we use a bunch of different sort of attributes and skills for certain things. While he can't really use his intelligence or his wits, he can sure, well, try his hardest to not make this business implode. How many success? Oh.
2.
2. And that would be
failure.
That would be a failure.
That definitely is a failure. Yeah, you definitely did not break even. In fact, you missed the mark by a lot.
Is there any chance of succeeding at a cost here?
Unfortunately, there would be no way of you succeeding at a cost. As there's nothing that you would have to offer up for that success. Especially after last night. Well, not even last night. Well, you can technically call it last night. It's been a few hours. It's 4 in the morning. And you're all still waiting for rides. Most of you with your other entourage are still hungover. And you also have to talk to the police.
It's been a bad night.
It's been a very bad night. So what is it that the three of you do now that you have a moment to yourselves to talk? Unfortunately for you, Nyx, your engagement didn't go as planned.
Yeah, Nyx is just, they're doing their makeup, but they're also like looking over to like Samson with just that look of like, I wish this could have gone to plan.
Samson is currently dealing with the fallout of his bestie, your frenemy, being found dead on a park bench in a very weird circumstance. He drowned while sitting on a park bench.
Is anyone here good with... Okay, nope. Samson, hey, how you doing over there?
He's too out of it. Kind of stunned. He's still trying to find the words.
Oh, no. Oh. No. Okay. Alright. Nope. Babe, look at me. And they'll gently, like, they'll do, like, the gentle thing of, like, both hands, like, under the chin, raised up so they're looking at him. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look, it's been a long night. Why don't you... Here, actually, I know there's that 24-hour pizza place right next to the place we were at. Why don't I give you my card? You get whatever you want from there and call it a night. Get some rest. You've had a lot going on.
I don't think pizza would solve this next.
I mean, it wouldn't, but it would keep you fed and safe while I solve this.
Roll for me charisma and persuasion, difficulty of 3.
You got it. Charisma, persuasion, 3. Don't worry, guys. This is gonna go totally, absolutely fine. Don't y'all know? That totally
Critical
did bite
success.
me in the ass. 5 crit.
Yeah, critical success. You, for some reason, there's a reassurance in your words. He kind of takes the advice, nods his head. Yeah. Pizza. Yeah, that. He's still
They
in shock.
they give him a big hug, and they also
Oh.
slip like 2 20s in their back pocket.
Right. I'm gonna go get food. You need anything?
Just need for you to be, well, I don't think you're going to be happy anytime soon with this, but as long as you're taken care of, that's all I need.
Right. I just need to clear my head. Yeah. I'll see you. in
Love
a bit.
you.
Okay. He takes off. Doesn't take too far off. Buck kind of looks over at Samson and looks over at Kira. Kira, can you get yourself home? I just gotta make sure that he's good. He points over to Samson. And unfortunately, you're muted. Still muted. Hold on. I'm getting a call from my tech producer.
Oh,
Unfortunately, they are saying cannot hear you. Tell the Stevie Nicks cat boy to please speak into the mic. Okay, tech producer, I just need you to stop being so mean to me in the cast. Thank you. Yeah, we
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you are. Tech producer finally fixed it.
Sorry about that. My headset decided to be ridiculous. Yeah, I can make my way home. I'll get a cab.
Okay.
And they're gonna pull out their phone if it hasn't, flipped out of their pocket at some point during the night, and just see if they can get an Uber home.
Okay. Oh, and he points over to where Saint was standing. Well, Saint was here, I guess. He looks around. How do you lose someone in a cheetah print? What do you call
I don't
it?
question him
Catsuit.
anymore.
you forget to cherish them.
Oh, that's true. And then immediately, dark skinned drag queen with very big blonde hair who looks like Halle Berry from Baps just appears in front of you. Whew. All right. Wow. This night, it both sucks and was amazing at the same time. I've had worse nights though. Never death. No. I've experienced a few murders at the club. Yeah. Whoever runs this club sucks. This place, yeah, the worst.
Is Scott right there? Is he right there?
Yeah, Scott's right there.
He's got his head in his hands going, you know what, lady? I'm doing the best I can here.
some pointers, some tips, some advice.
He's gonna pinch his nose. Go. It's not really a good time. It's not a
Uh,
good time.
okay, cool. So, sounds like a great time. So, your music was bad. Your alcohol was overpriced. Um, no one was really dancing. Like, there was nothing really great to shake your ass to. And then also, like, who's security? Because security, I don't know. Security was very bad because you got two bodies. And then you see the background, someone else is coming out of a stretcher out of your club.
God.
Three bodies. Oh, wait, no, they're still alive. They're still alive.
Tell us how you really feel. Damn.
What? I mean, this is leather and lace night, and then no one. I mean, you look great. Don't get me wrong, but there was like only 10 hot people. And what about VIP? I heard there was going to be VIP all over the place, and I have not seen anyone. No celebrities, no nothing.
Do I really
No.
have to sit here and listen to this?
I mean, you can go back inside. I mean, that is if it's your club. You don't have to stand outside with us or waiting for a ride.
The only way you'll ever proper is through listening to constructive criticism.
That too. Guy, he just looks around. Well,
He's about this close to killing someone. Like, genuinely killing someone.
well. All right. Well, this has been fun-ish.
What happened? Since you have so much advice, what happened to what was the best club scene in the entire city tonight? What
Tonight?
happened? Yeah, tonight.
What happened in your club tonight or around the city tonight?
Well, if there was something that happened around the city tonight that pertains to my club, I want to know about it.
Oh, so you just want to know about your club. Yeah, you got two bodies outside. Then you got one guy getting taken out of a stretcher inside. Also,
Half a dozen people drugged.
yeah.
Do we know where Vincent is?
And everyone just kind of looks around. Which Vincent?
No.
Vincent or who are we talking about?
The Vincent. Vincent Bond?
he just gasped. Wait a minute, you have Vincent Bond here and you just didn't say
Yeah.
nothing?
Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. You don't even know anything. Like, who are you to lecture me about how to run a club? I had Vincent Bond here.
Well, if Vincent Bond was here, then his entourage and everyone else involved with him would be here. Then everyone.
Well, that's a
would be
great
surrounded
question.
the VIP
I don't know
section.
where they are. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, that means you suck. Because how am I supposed to know? Aren't you the club promoter, owner?
Have you ever tried to
Wait.
keep track of like 300 people at once? It doesn't work very well.
And then Saint looks over at Kira. Kira, talk to this man, and just starts posing for you to go and like hype them up.
I have too much of a headache for this, but look.
Kira, you know what to do.
You
Hold
know
on
how
for a
my
second.
record of social interaction
Angela,
goes.
play my music. And then you just see Angela step over there and just takes out a boombox. Fine, I'll do it myself. I am Princess Coco, winner of Drag Race Season 12, All Stars. Also, I won Dragula twice, mind you. Not only that, co-owner of the Dirty Viper, co-owner of the House of Saint, and also the revival of the Neon Drip. Scott,
Wait.
when they say this, roll for me intelligence and streetwise. Difficulty of 2.
Got it. Okay. Gonna spend a willpower. There we go. 3 successes.
Oh, finally.
Success.
Yeah, you definitely heard of the Neon Drip. The Neon Drip is under construction pretty much before you got to owning this side. The Neon Drip was the one that was hosting all the leather and lace nights. They were the talk of the city. They beat out all their competitions just out of the blue. The original owner, which you don't really know who that was, came all the way down from Chicago, from what you heard, and ever since then, they were packed until an incident that ended up tearing through the club, and they had to shut down for a couple of months. Nix, you already know about this automatically because this was owned by a fashion designer by the name of Xavier, someone who's very influential as much as he is enigmatic. There is not much about him except for when you see an Xavier look, you know exactly who it is. He barely has an Instagram.
Is this Princess Coco wearing one of those looks?
Yeah, actually, yes. You can tell right off the bat. This is an original. And it's weird because you thought, wow, this is campy, but it's avant-garde campy. It's detailed. This is hand-sewn, hand-stitched. Even the zipper part is, like, made in a way that, like, it's... When you look at it, the zipper is made of gold. Not just cheap gold. Pure 18-karat gold.
As they're talking, they got the music going. Mouse just has that look. It's like Nyx has just that look. It's just looking at it. It's just like, wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Don't move real quick. And they like it's the whole 360. They're like looking over every seam, every notion.
Yeah. Saint, also known as Princess Coco, which now that you've heard the titles that they've won, you just go, that makes, wow. This is the legend. This is not just anyone. This is a legend. And you just watch as they start posing and vogue and just hit all the angles. You even see a couple of girls like come out and take out their phones and start taking pictures. And Coco just leans over to Scott. By the way, I'm a celebrity and I didn't get a VIP section, just to let you know.
He can't even form words. He's just shaking his head.
Well,
like,
look, it's been great meeting
I'll
you,
walk over.
Scott, but you should be running along and doing whatever it is that you do, because it ain't running the club.
Besides the cutting 1,000 razor blades of criticism that you have for me, and the complete lack of answers about Vincent Vaughn, and the promotion of your club with your backup singers here, what can you actually help me, or are you just here to cut me to pieces?
Oh,
I can help you.
You want us to help? And Coco just put a hand on your shoulder next. No. Fuck you, pay us. We're not giving you charity. Ew. And then you see Scott, the girl from earlier who looked at you and just shakes her head. Before you even say anything, she just puts a finger up. Ew.
Would have helped if you hadn't put a hole in my bathroom. I mean, you know.
So this isn't the same girl.
Okay.
This was the one who said ew. This is the ew girl. Just no words, just ew.
He's like, he just kind of like raises his hand like, look, I don't have time for this. And he's going to walk back in the club.
And one other girl, like, I give it like a half a month, maybe another 2, just to be safe. And Coco's just like, I give it 2 weeks.
Sadly, I cannot let that happen, but also, and they look at Saint and tilt their head. That's an Xavier original.
It looks over at Kira. See? Someone understands what fashion is.
I mean,
I
would
am a
hope so.
shut-in nerd. I don't do fashion.
Wait, hold up. Okay, so someone who knows fashion, they know Xavier. You know Finch, right?
What's an insight? Difficulty of 3.
Roger that. With insight. Oh dear God. There are times when I regret doing jack of all trades. Is that worth a willpower? Is it? Do we feel bad today? Yeah, we'll do it.
Do it.
Please, for the love of God.
Oh.
Took a willpower,
Success.
but we got it.
Yeah, you got a success. And we love to see it. You get a glimpse of... It's not discussed, but this is definitely not a name this person wants to hear. But they go back to... you recognize this was an Xavier original, and they're a little bit cordial. Yeah, I know the name. Not as great as Xavier, though.
Okay. I was just wondering if maybe you'd seen them around town. Because I know they're in the city.
Coco kind of tilts her head. Now, if I knew Finch was in town, I would probably have all the raid... No, not the raid cans. I would go over to the local hardware store and buy the big gallons of insecticide for that fucking roach.
Before I even get into that, is that going to be one of those cases where I ask what's the animosity and it's going to be a cut and dry, oh, this, or is it going to lead to a 15-minute backstory segment?
Oh, no. Fuck that hoe. I do not want to see that hoe. If he is in the city, warn him it's on site.
The only person I've ever...
And wait. I want you to say this exactly. Repeat after me. If I see you, it's on site. I am busting 12 into your bullshit, you stupid son of a bitch.
If I see you, it's on site. I'm busting 12 into your bullshit, you stupid son of a bitch.
Okay. And then finally, I'm even fucking up your grandma when I see her.
Finch's grandma still alive?
She's hard to kill.
Well, this kind of makes things a little awkward.
Who are you in relation to Finch? What's no one usually asks for Finch. You seem to be interested in fashion. What are you like trying to show him designs? What is happening?
I'm a collaborator of his on a project in New York, and he's come down here for some reason he didn't tell me, and, you know, we have deadlines. I need to get his ass back up there. Hi, Nick Savant.
Oh, Nick Savant. Oh, you're a collaborator of his? Can I give you some advice?
Gonna guess it's gonna be to avoid him.
Get rid of him. That's my advice.
I will take that into... Saints, was it?
Yeah, it's Saint.
Gotcha. Alright, well, you know, I would love to stay in chat, but, you know, I need to talk with these two, and they point towards where Scott went to the club and to Kieran.
All right. Okay,
I hope you have a more peaceful evening. Or,
great.
well, oh, fuck, it's 4 in the morning. More peaceful morning.
All right, Kira, when you're done having your conversation, I'll be waiting outside. And you just watch Coco spin around, and that outfit that they were wearing disappears. And what's in their place is a more masculine tank top, jeans. The heels are still there, the nails still there, but that blonde wig that you saw disappears into what looks to be like a hat.
Why
Quick
didn't
change,
you
darling.
talk to me?
Hmm. I don't think there's really a way I can say it without having to say things I would rather not say on a sidewalk, so let's go outside, let's find Scott, and I can explain a couple things, or at least, something, you know? And they kind of look, um... Okay, so that's what she meant by wolf ears. Gotcha. Okay. Let's go in.
You go in. You
I
take
hope
one
he at
final.
least has water.
You take one final glance to you, and the camera shows Saint walking off with this group, a gaggle of young ladies, and we overhear the end of one of them saying, "Oh, by the way, you should have told them that Finch was." And then the camera cuts back to the two of you walking inside.
Oh, God. Okay, so I don't know if it's serendipity that you happen to know someone that collaborates one of the biggest fashion minds that anyone knows of, or some reason has beef with my master, but I'm just gonna take that as a sign that what someone else told me is correct. Let's go find the club owner metalhead so I can gauge a situation.
Inside, he is sitting under one of the red spotlights. He's just in a chair, sprawled out, like. That's right. That's right. Sprawled out, just, sitting there on the chair, like one of those, things, he's just sitting there, and he's just like, this night's a fucking disaster, and I've got to listen to it from everybody else, and
Stop being so fucking melodramatic.
The audience would notice that the music is also setting in with the melodramatics. Someone goes, has anyone seen Amber?
Wasn't she outside a couple minutes ago? I remember that name getting tossed around.
Amber, can you describe him for me real quick? Please don't be hurt. Please don't be hurt. Please don't be hurt.
Amber was
Kind of dark
bartender, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's a bartender. Head bartender.
Oh,
She
no.
kind of helps run this place.
so now she's gone too. He gets up, picks up the chair, and throws it against the wall.
Your first reaction to hearing that you're having problems with your business is to wreck more of your business's furniture?
You know what? At this point, this place won't even be here next week. You don't know what I'm dealing with.
I know that someone's killing your staff.
Yeah, and somebody will be coming to kill me too, I'm sure. This is just what happens.
Wait, and just see the bartender. And also when the Go-Go Boys kind of lean over. Who's killing who?
There's been
No one
an
is
incident.
killing
Shut up!
anyone.
Wait. Who killed? I just heard, and they're all confused. Is someone dead?
Nobody's fucking dead.
Hey, Scott, was it? Mr. Metalhead. Let's go to your office and have a chat about what's going on. Because, I don't think this is just a bad night. If that helps your case.
Okay. All right. That's better fucking news than I've gotten all night. So yeah, let's do that. And he walks you back the hallway, and past a couple rooms, all the way to the end, into this cramped little dark room with just a single desk and a chair. They both look like they were picked up from the sidewalk somewhere. And he sits down, plops down, and just like, okay, what do you know about this shit? And then he pulls out the bottle, slams it down the desk, and says, and these things too. Pops open the lid, shows the tablets that are in there, pours a few of them out on the desk.
All right, where to start?
Those are
How
drugs
about-
Vincent was handing out.
What did you say?
I got one of those from Vincent.
Yeah, one of your VIPs was handing those out like candy.
That can't be right.
Right as rain.
I have an eidetic memory. I don't forget things.
And
Are
Nyx
you
will actually reach their pocket, and the pill that they had pretended to take but slipped into their sleeve with everyone else after Vincent handed it to him, they'll set it on the desk for them to compare it to the ones in the bottle. These are the ones he gave us.
Do they look the same?
They definitely look the same. There's nothing you have to roll for it. Same insignia, same cut. They all look like Altoids, only fancier.
That
He's
was
got to put
given
his head in his hands again. Jesus Christ.
That was given out. People started glowing with prime magic, and then they also started to get overloaded with paradox before they blew up in confetti. But before I go further, I guess full introduction is needed. I'm sorry, Kira, right? Kira. Which was it again?
Here, please.
Kira, gotcha.
Those drugs were more than anything I've read about. It's all fuzzy and hard to pull memory from. Like a hard drive that's been wiped. It's not natural. At least not in my experience.
That does it. I'm opening an investigation. All right, manners. And Nyx will stand up. They'll give a proper bow. All right. And I have to do this whole thing, or otherwise they're going to have my ass and try to say, you broke our code by not fully introducing yourself. Well, guess what? I'm not breaking shit. I am Initiate Exemptus Nyx Savant of House Veritas of the Order of Hermes from the New York Chantry. I'm here to investigate some issues that we've had, and this is now one of them. Pleasure to meet you.
That's a fancy bunch of titles.
I'll say.
Can you imagine having to go to a dinner with 20 of us where everyone's expected to say all of it, and everyone's is longer than yours?
Were you sent
Not like
down
that,
here
but...
to investigate my club?
No, but your club is now of interest in what I am investigating.
It's fantastic.
But tell me more about why you are so desperate that this night go off without a hitch.
Well,
And before you can get that out, you hear a knock on the door.
Occupied.
You hear another knock on the door.
Occupado.
Then you all see the door fling open. A man in a gray suit, very average height, very average build, and a very, very average face. If you were to try to point him out in the lineup, you couldn't because he doesn't really have any discernible features. He may be Caucasian, maybe Middle Eastern, maybe Hispanic, you don't know. Just everything about him is very very plain, very ambiguous. You couldn't really tell who he was, but you can tell definitely by the glasses that he's wearing and the briefcase he's holding. He looks like he belongs here. He doesn't say anything to the two of you. He just sits down in the chair in front of Scott.
Oh my god. You want to know why? Say hello to the reason why.
Oh, well. He
Hello, reason why.
looks over and then looks over to the two of you. He kind of squints over at Nyx. Oh, I see someone from the New York Chantry, was it? Is here?
That's
Correct.
what he says.
And looking over at Kira. I don't know who your affiliated is. Sorry. I didn't come prepared. Mr. Travers. I see you had an eventful night. I
That's
got a
for
call.
sure.
Now, tell me, how many, you know what, give me an estimate of how many casualties went off tonight.
Well, according to some people,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, half dozen, maybe?
Half dozen. Ah. He takes out a small notepad. Let's see, half dozen. Is that half dozen unaccounted for or half dozen counted for?
There may be more unaccounted for, honestly.
Maybe more.
I was just thinking of the known casualties.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We got ambushed. That's really what happened.
You
We
got
got ambushed, and I'd
ambushed.
really like to find the person responsible.
I am glad that you're taking it. Tell me, what happened to security?
Well, that was a shit show. Apparently, security wasn't being very good at their jobs because somebody brought this shit in, and he points to the pills.
Oh,
And apparently, it had all kinds of wonderful effects on all these people who were just trying to have a good time in the best club in the city.
So you apprehended the individual passing him out, correct?
Look at me. Look right at this face, right? If I could have apprehended the individual, I would have his head sitting right here on the desk instead of these pills. You know me.
You watch as he takes a deep breath, and it is not that he lets out a sigh. He takes a deep breath, lets and exhale, and just keeps exhaling. Okay. And the casualties. I heard there's 2 deaths outside, and how many inside? Apparently, there's a camera. You must excuse me. I'm not used to social media. There's been a few videos, one of which has been interesting to me because
Of course.
it's a TikTok. I like TikTok. Do you kids use TikTok?
Hate it. Have to use it for my work.
Okay.
Scott doesn't bother
I
with
use it
TikTok.
occasionally for entertainment,
Oh,
but
that's great.
other than that, not really.
He kind of scrolls and keeps scrolling, and then he hits enter, and you watch a video of a girl spitting around and then shooting out flames in the center with a bunch of other girls. You recognize the young woman as being the one from the bathroom with the transaction, and also the one from the stretcher.
See, I thought that was just part of an act, right? I mean, people blow fire all the time, especially in this club.
Charisma and subterfuge. Difficulty of 4.
Okay.
Because that's a blatant lie. That's even for Scott. That's a dumb blatant lie. That's just dumber than dumb for him.
2 successes, but
Two
that's not
success-
enough.
No, and that's definitely a
Failure.
yeah, a failure. Just gotta make a roll real quick.
Here it comes.
You watch as, and you both see this for the first time. You watch as this lawyer puts their briefcase down. You see that their hand is on the desk, and you just hear that desk. It is made of metal, and you hear that metal crack. Mr. Travers, do not play with me right now. I'm already hearing incident reports, and apparently your head bartender was found with her throat gasped out with claws.
Oh, I did not do that. I did not do that.
That's not the point, Mr. Travers. And currently, why isn't security in your office?
Because they're gone. I don't know where they are. I paid the people, right? Right? Can I just tell you the saga about the supplies, right? I mean, I got in touch with the people with the supplies and everything, and it took them days and days until it was just the day of, and I had to get them here, and I had to talk to them myself and do that, and then they showed up, and somehow these drugs got in the club, and here I am, you know, with my bartender, my best bartender, with apparently her throat ripped out, according to you, and people blowing fire at my club, which honestly, look, that's a pretty cool skill. I don't really see a problem with it.
Scott, Dex and Athletics.
Oh, God.
Strength and Athletics, difficulty of 11.
That's a straight total failure.
Very much a
Failure.
The two of you watch, and Kira, he kind of moves you to the side, and you don't even realize that your chair has been moved until you realize you are 5 feet away from the desk, and you watch as he not only kicks the table back into Scott, so Scott is pinned up to the table and the wall, but he goes and he looks around. Can I borrow this for just a second? And he grabs your fan, Nyx, and you watch as he just starts hammering off Scott's head, just repeatedly, as if he's doing a drum solo. And then finally you see him kind of take Scott's head and just polish it into the desk. Scott, you take 4 superficial. 2 lethal, 2 superficial.
Ow! God damn it! Oh! God!
You two have to apologize. You two have to, excuse me, not apologize, excuse me as, this has been a problem we've been dealing with for a while. I need you.
Wait, sir. I don't know your name, but just did know the full story here. I know you may want to kill this man, but I kind of need him alive.
Oh,
Beat me with a fan!
And he still kind of squeezes onto your skull because he still has, like, the tough as your hair.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Let's start with...
I'm not going to kill him. Just maim him enough for him to remember of his, failures.
But I kind of also need him for my investigation. Okay.
Hey, as you say investigation, you can see that that squeeze has now started to tense up even more. The Order is here to investigate. Again.
Not something he did.
All right. He lets go of your head, Scott. Pulls... easily just pulls the desk back and sits down, adjusts his tie. Kira, he kind of pulls you back over to where you were originally sitting. Now tell me,
Yeah.
your investigation. How
Yes.
can we assist you?
Master Finch of House Veritas from the Order of Hermes literally flew. I do not mean as in he escaped or ran off. I mean, we have reports that he flew out of his office to get here for some unknown reason, under some suspicious circumstances that I think require him to be found. And it just so happens I have on good intel that, while I do not know the extent of their involvement or how they are involved, him and this one, and they point to Kieran, are part of the solution for this. I don't know where the pieces add up. It's just been some advice I've gotten. But between that, and it just so happens that on the same week I got that advice that this man's club gets targeted for mass drug dispersal, kind of makes me think there's more at play. But I know the other last night may have been a bit of a bust, but I know how to fix this.
Do you?
Indeed I do.
Oh,
Leather
well,
and Lace Night was a bust. You just need another party. One that has a significant draw factor.
hmm.
And the appropriate security.
And you say you were looking for Master Finch.
Correct.
Dr. Finch. Engineer, fashion designer, thorn in the city side at one point. That Finch.
You know, he never really told me he had that last title, but yes, my tutor slash professor slash master.
Let's just say he was part of a trifecta of chaos. Quadrant. Not important. But you say that he's in the city currently. The fact that I haven't heard him make a bunch of noise is concerning. Or maybe he's grown out of it. I don't know.
If you've known Finch, you know how they are. But here's what I am proposing.
Okay.
I need time to investigate, and I need these two's help.
Mm-hmm.
And both you and, well, Scott here mostly for his life from you beating it out of him, but I'm guessing you for the money. I propose that I partner with the club for a very special party. We use it to be the point where we figure out what's going on, and if someone needs to be brought to justice or brought in, we use that as bait. You get to cash in on it and make up any lost profits from tonight. I get to finish my investigation. Scott gets to live. Kieran keeps getting to be a cute... No, you're not depressed enough for goth. A cute alternative e-boy. We all leave happy.
He looks at Scott multiple times, taps on the table with his fingernails. You notice that they've kind of retracted back to their original form. Well, it seems someone actually cares about your well-being there, Mr. Travers.
More of his utility, but, you know.
You have 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Or
Consider
what?
even-
You're gonna hit me with the suitcase again?
Give me 1 second.
Just...
Do you ever know when to shut up?
Can you give me either Dex in athletics or Dex or Strength in athletics. Difficulty of 8.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Eight successes.
And what was this?
This was dexterity and athletics.
Critical success.
As he does this, as he kicks the table in, it's just instinctually you kind of climb up from the desk, parkour over it, and you end up behind Nyx.
Yeah, you missed that time, didn't you?
And they're just like immediately like hand over Scott's mouth. Wow. All that blunt force trauma must have done something to them. It would be a shame if they kept talking.
So,
I still don't understand why I'm here.
Do you want the long of it or the short of it?
well, before you get into that,
Whichever one will.
I had a friend look into the future and they said you're involved in all this somehow and that you're part of the solution and that I need you on my team, which is why you're here.
Okay, so you two need this person, individual, future life insurance policy as assistance. So I'm allowing you his assistance if you can get this club up and running in 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks left. Not any more, not any less. 2 weeks. If not, well, Scott,
I'm here.
what country of origin do you think your arm would like to be situated?
What country?
Yes.
I guess this one.
Oh, well, that's great. I just giving you the option of which limb you want to keep here, and where I send all your other limbs
Oh,
on
You
the
know
black
what?
market.
oh God. See what I'm dealing with here?
Now, the three of you, I'm going to allow you to play makeshift Cabal only this once. So hear me out. 2 weeks. And I better see a profit margin of 180 grand, because that is how much he currently owes.
Given the nature of the party, could I argue for 3 weeks? Because this is going to be a marriage party.
Okay.
Scott's just shaking his head.
So, give me charisma and persuasion, difficulty of 5. Probably would have been lower had it not been for a certain someone talking.
So, gamers, we're probably going to be facing an uphill battle on this one. Div 5. Please crit. That's a total failure, boss.
Yeah.
Scott, you see what you do?
That's
Failure.
There's no
total failure.
persuading him, he says. There's no persuading him. I've never been able to talk him out of anything.
The three of you, roll for me your resolve and composure, difficulty of 4.
I'm so glad that Scott is hurt.
For those of you watching, this is just normal, Scott.
3 successes.
2 successes.
And you there, Kira?
I only got 1.
1. So,
Failure.
failure all
Also,
around.
Scott, didn't you have some paradox?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I can re-roll if you want. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. You try your hardest at this moment, the three of you. You think, oh, okay, he's just a lawyer. He's a nice guy. Like it can't get any worse.
No, it
You
can get
watch
worse.
as,
Oh, I know it could get worse. My mother is terrifying.
yeah, he takes off his glasses, and you all look into the void, the pitch black void,
Fuck.
where there's no light or darkness, no anything. That is where your future will be if you say anything else. And that fear is creeping up on all of you. And the camera just watches as the three of you kind of go backwards and almost towards the door. And we just see him lean in. He gets taller and meaner and more menacing. The camera ducks down under him to make him more imposing. He just goes, 2 weeks. And I better get a report by the end of next week. If not, I will be visiting all three of you. And Mr. Travers, don't make me go looking for you while I go and clean up the mess that you left. Shut up. Anyways, and he leaves his card with both you, Nix and Kira. If you ever need to get in contact with me, my law or office is open 24/7. I usually have assistant at the desk ready at the drop of a dime. I will be taking my leave. And he picks up his briefcase. He gives you a final evil look, Scott. And then he goes out the door. You see your staff kind of stand at the entrance of the door, and they all scatter when they see the lawyer. And then he slams the door behind him. There, he leaves a crack in the door, and also a crack in the foundation of the door frame when he slams it.
He looks at Kira and says, "Best lawyer in the city."
What did you just drag me in? 80 fucking grand? That's more than I make in a year.
No, 180 grand, which I would have liked to have known before I pitched that deal.
Look, this is my life. This is what I've been dealing with. You want to know why this night had to go so well? You want to know why I ignored just about everything y'all were talking about with things happening and everything? Because I needed this night to go well because of that. Okay? This is what I'm dealing with. Welcome to my world.
Well, maybe if you hadn't ignored what we were saying, instead of a news article tomorrow saying irresponsible club owner has deaths, it would say responsible club owner prevents accidents.
I think we were
Good
just.
PR.
I didn't see you preventing any accidents.
I told you what we needed to do. You're the club owner. It's your job.
How was I to know that you knew what you were talking about when you had taken that shit?
You didn't even know I'd taken that shit.
He throws up his hands. He's like, there are ways to get 180 grand in 2 weeks.
Not legal.
Nobody said it had to be legal.
I say it has to be legal.
No.
Some of us actually do have a career that requires us to be in the public.
The phone starts.
Are you going to answer your phone,
He's going to
Mr.
pick it up. He's like,
Travers?
yeah. He just picks it up. Yeah.
So I heard that you had a incident with the lawyer there, my boy.
That's right. An incident. And he's still rubbing his temple.
Oh,
I was beaten with a fan.
as you should. Listen. I'm not going to get into like the kinky things that you get up to, but how's the club stuff going? I haven't gotten a report from Maxwell yet. I just wanted to call first.
things could be better. They could really be better.
Oh, cool, cool,
It
cool,
wasn't. It wasn't a great scene. I tried to make it a great scene, but it wasn't a great scene.
Also, how's my favorite girl, Amber? How's she doing?
It's not great.
Not great. What do you mean, not great?
Somebody hit us last night.
What do you mean someone hit you last night?
Like hit us. Like the way people do. Like bodies. Like drugs. Like an ambush. Like somebody hit us. Like this was an act of fucking war.
You got hit? How did you get hit? Listen, you're low stakes. You don't get hit.
Yeah, well, apparently I'm not low stakes anymore to somebody else because I got hit. Like this was a job. Okay, this was a straight up job.
You've only been there for about what? 2 months? Actually, no.
Yeah, look, I can't help it that my star is rising, okay?
Months. Actually, not even 2 months. Actually, no, 2 months. You went over there. You got started 2 months ago, but you've been in the city for 8 months. This should be easy. This should have been easy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It should be easy, but we got hit.
By who?
Last night. Well, that's a great fucking question. I don't know by who, but I'm going to find out. I'm going to separate their head from their shoulders as soon as I get a hold of them.
Well, normally I would be concerned, but Maxwell assured me that he'll keep you on the straight and narrow. He probably will tell me more of the details later.
I need help. I need some backup here because, like I said, this is an act of war.
Well, Amber was your backup, and I don't know how you fucked that up. You got security there. Where's your guys?
No. We don't have security. I paid for security, but they didn't. They were not security. I don't know why.
You can't even keep your security.
No, I can't.
You can't even keep.
I'm doing everything I was supposed to do, but the guys I have here. Apart from Amber, Amber's good. Well, she was good.
All right.
Fucking mess, man.
You better. Well, we didn't call you the janitor for nothing.
That's right.
You moved up to Scott the Cleaner Travers, so you should be able to clean this one up.
I'm going to. But I'm telling you, it ain't going to be pretty.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Listen, because if you don't, that babysitter of yours, Maxwell, he knows his shit.
I really hate his suitcase, and I really don't like the fact that he came in here and beat me with a fan.
He beat you with a fan? You got beat with a fan.
I got beat with a fucking fan.
That's hilarious.
That's the height of disrespect right there.
Yeah, it is. Oof, I remember back in the day when I had to deal with Maxwell. Ooh, boy. First time I ever heard someone got their ass whooped with a fan. What did he do, Vogue on you?
We don't want to talk about it. But he did try to go round 2 with me, and I dodged it. Put him in his place. That's right.
Oh, word. You dodged. Oh, you put him in his place.
That's right.
Why did it sound like you're about to cry, though?
No, I just got something in my eye.
Oh, there it is. Well, you know what? You have fun with that, my boy. Maxwell will send me all the stuff, and
I need some backup, man.
You're not getting backup.
I need boots on the ground here. Okay, this is an act of war. Okay, we need to call somebody. All right, we need to get some backup.
You send me proof that you need backup, or you send it to Maxwell and you need backup, I will send out a squad for you. But until then, you on your own, my guy. Be blessed. I'm hanging up. I don't love you. You're not even my favorite. He just hangs up.
Perfect.
Oh, Scott, you got your blood on my fan. I'll clean it later.
That's some good blood.
I thought my family was fucking insane.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, Is
Yeah,
my
your
name now
your lawyers are
chopped
my
liver?
No. Why would you think that? Unless you want it to be. That's not a terrible name. Chopped liver, we can call you that.
Listen, like it or not, I need you. You need me.
No,
Here.
I'm here. I'm here with you. You're the first person to actually offer me some assistance. I
I
get it.
still don't see where I fit in the puzzle.
You're here because if you leave, they're coming for you too. And if they don't come for you, I'm going to come for you. So you're here. Suck it up.
You're here because both between what I've seen so far and also between what I have heard from a good source, you're tangled up in this too. And that you're part of the solution and that I need you to be able to help solve this mystery.
The most I can help with is making the security a little bit tighter here. Technology is a wonderful thing,
That would be great.
but I don't work for free.
Well, you could work for money after we pay off the $180,000 that we owe.
You pay off the $180,000 you owe.
No, you misunderstand the situation. You're part of this now, right? You were included by the lawyer. You were included by my boss. You were included by fate and destiny in the future. You can't get out of it. They're going to come for you too if I don't get this loan paid off.
All right. I got it. Kieran, make you a deal. Since you're already kind of involved in this now, I guess you don't have a choice but to accept. But on behalf of my house, help us with this, and I can offer you one free service of any sort from my house. Think about it. You would have an entire house of an entire Order of Hermes in New York owing you a favor. Come on, you can think of things. You can think of things that you could do with that, right? And I just need you to help me for these 2 weeks.
What's the Order of Hermes?
What's that one?
They're
And they
obviously
just
very
look-
important people
Wait,
from New York.
Neither of y'all. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm out here at this. Oh, I'm out here like this. Okay, great. Suffice to say, a very old and widespreading tradition.
Never heard of you.
That doesn't really mean much coming from you.
Man,
Am I wrong?
beaten with a fan, okay? Take it easy, okay?
Let's
Oh.
Yeah, my
We
bad.
have 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks and a week
Right.
to make some kind of progress.
Fortunately,
Where'd the bottle of
I
pills go?
have a lead.
See, we're already making progress. I'd really
And-
love to know about that technological security you want to provide, because if we're going to make that money back, we're going to need to hold more than one party here, as far as I know.
Oh, well, it'll just be the start, but, you know, a decent set of security cameras with people who can actually monitor them can go a long ways.
That sounds like a great
that's
idea to me.
And that's just the start. But I think a big part of this, a big help, would be to track down where these drugs are coming from.
And how they
'Cause
work.
they had a... I might be able to help with that.
How about you? He looks at Nyx. What do you people back in New York can do with these things? He holds up a pill.
Huh. I'm back in New York. I mean, it could take some time. Maybe I could talk someone into it, but why worry about the pills themselves when I can track down someone that was apparently in on them being put out? Your DJ.
Wow.
And they'll fish around and pull out that flyer they had from when they first got in the city for that music group and put forward.
I knew it. I knew it. They didn't even play the right music. The DJ.
I'm not sure if they're just a conspirator or if they're just involved and have another piece of the puzzle, but I first saw them when I first came in. Apparently, a lot of people like them, and you know, they have their schedule here, so we can just go find them, ask some questions, and figure out how they're involved in all this, and hopefully get another piece in the puzzle on who is actually behind it.
Sounds good to me. That
Right
sounds
now,
like a great plan.
Are your ribs broken?
Well, they might be. It happens. My head feels like it's broken.
Yeah.
Skull might be fractured. I don't know.
Hey, at least there's nothing important in there.
When you touch your nose, it feels very much like you might have a fracture on the bridge.
It's fantastic.
And you might have a few ribs, either broken or fractured. It hurts.
Yeah. Can I use his powers of life to reconstruct that a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a difficulty 2.
Okay.
Speaking of magic, can I operate on the basis that some of that drug is most likely still filtering through Kira's system? And I might be able to get some information on what it is, at least as far as like chemical compounds and how it affects the body using Life 1.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a sec. Cause this first we got to deal with the
Failure.
magic failure that we just saw. Scott, describe to me how you were trying to do this.
He is trying to basically will his body back into some semblance of what it was before. He's just kind of focusing on the centers of pain radiating out from his temples and his face, and just channeling that pain elsewhere into his body. He's like basically moving things around, trying to rearrange things like a Tetris game, and just putting things back to the way that they were. But I don't know that he's doing very well at that.
Yeah, unfortunately, this was basically a bot's roll. So,
Yeah.
This was kind of
worse.
This is kind of vulgar, just without the witnesses. So, the amount of paradox goes up 1 plus 1 more per dot to the highest figure that you used in that effect.
Okay.
And what was the use life? What again?
Just life magic to do that.
Which sphere? And how many dots did you use?
2 dots.
2.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got 3 paradox from that.
Okay.
You can feel as you try to do this, it is painful. At the bridge of your
awful
nose,
process.
And it feels like something again, like you got slapped in the back of your head, and just the faint hearing of, here it is, there it is. You're trying to do magic there, my boy. Look at you, Phil. Can't get anything right tonight, huh? Don't worry, I'll be around.
Just he's keeping his head over his hand. It's just like, God.
Kira, describe to me how you plan on trying to analyze this drug. What tools are you using in this moment?
So my plan was to use the practice of chaos magic through their smartwatch connection to their phone. And basically, you know how they have the like health tracker apps that it tracks like how many steps you've done and you can put how many calories. It's going to be look like a more advanced version of that. when he looks up, and it's just going to show like foreign compounds in his body, basically.
Also, question: do you have anything in medicine or anything in? Let me check. Anything in medicine?
I have the
Yeah,
only things that I could
or
see
science?
realistically applying. Can I make an argument for academics?
Uh, for academics, yeah, it'd just be one more dice.
Because yeah, I was gonna say because in college you do have to take like a biology class at least. You know what's
Yeah,
supposed to be in your body.
that's true, but trying to find a compound to this specific drug would be a little bit difficult for that.
That's
It's more of a
tricky.
yeah. So you can probably add one more dice to this, but the difficulty to even suss out what this is. Um, if you're looking for like what spheres are going into this drug, that's just difficulty one. But if you're looking for the actual compounds, um, difficulty two. If you're looking for the complexity, um, like how it could possibly be made, filtered, stuff like that, it's three. So it just depends on how complex you want to get with this.
Uh, he's not really going for a specific, like, he just wants as much information as he can get. So, would you be alright if we just did a however many successes? Each success adds more information.
So the baseline, just to try to get any information possible, would be two. So it'd still be a difficulty of two. It wouldn't be,
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately. Especially with magic. Magic is more like a specific thing that you have to hit a goal for, a target goal.
Kira is still trying to understand the magic they are the baby mage. Uh, so, fingers crossed. Oh, that is at least two successes.
Oh, that is, and we have a success for the night when it
Success.
comes to the magic. Um, we watch as it's a weird montage. We watch as he starts taking pictures, and they kind of look all around. There's this nice lo-fi chill beat happening just by them moving around and taking pictures and typing on their smartwatch. They're scanning, analyzing. To you, Kira, this is just a normal way of you doing magic. But for everyone else, they're watching you bounce around. And one minute you're standing beside them, next minute you're in front of them, next you're behind the desk. Um, you're also putting the tablet on top of the watch, and it scans. You guys don't know how much tech has gone into this watch for them to be able to scan this complex um,
They're
piece.
also, as a like character note, very bubbly and kind of happy. They're
Yeah.
almost in their happy place right now while they do this.
Uh, if you were to put ears on this one, you'd be like, yep, nope, that fits. This very much fits. But after a few minutes, Kira, you were able to get the following. Let me just pull it up. So you don't get a manufacturer, unfortunately. So you wouldn't be able to like pinpoint where this person
Where
might
it came
be.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what you have been able to get is a few substances. First, the spheres. One is life. Another one is another one is mind, and then you also get a hint of entropy. Because
Okay.
you went a little bit further, what you also get from analyzing this is that this isn't fully inorganic. This is made from, you can't tell what fully it is, but it's made with a few things. Um, Definitely animal product. You got hints of iron that is normally found in blood. And then finally, um, you find something you've never seen before. You don't know how to describe this. It's ethereal. There's sparks. You don't really have aura reading up, so you wouldn't be able to tell what this might be. But you see shimmers of something here. And then finally, something else that is also organic. It's a type of plant that is not cannot be found on Earth. You try to find the details, and it's not coming up with anything. There's no mention anywhere.
At that last part, you like the other two would kind of see them like tapping their head, like maybe scribble something down on a piece of paper, and then go back to tapping their head. Like something's got them stumped. So this is what I was able to get from the drug. The spheres that went into it are life and mind, which is fairly obvious. It has to affect you medically, affect your body and your mind. And then, weirdly enough, entropy.
No prime?
No prime, at least that I was able to detect. As far as the chemical composition, not entirely out of the ordinary. It contained some animal product I wasn't able to discern, and possibly blood. There was the same level of iron that you would find in your average, red blood cell count. And a
Great.
plant that doesn't exist, at least that I can find.
Man, that doesn't exist. Oh, lovely.
At least not on Earth. And some kind of weird sparkly aura thing. Not sure about that one.
Scott.
Yeah.
You look at the drug a little bit closer.
Yeah.
It dawns on you now that you feel for it, and now that they have said something sparkly. Your eyes kind of fix towards it, and you see fetters.
Fetters.
Does he say that out loud?
Yeah, he's gonna look at it and go. Ugh, picks up the pill. It looks like these have fetters on them. Yeah, kind of things you bind things with.
Beat things with.
Am I making a cold roll?
Oh, you may. This would be difficulty for you. Difficulty of 3.
Intelligence, wits.
Oh,
Well,
intelligence
and
and intelligence is a cult.
Can I help?
You can. Yeah, you can provide some details, so you can add 2 dice to this.
Okay.
You said diff 3?
Yeah.
That is 5 successes.
So, you know about, just to be blunt, you know about ghosts. You read about them, and you know that they need to be bound with a fetter. So it's just weird that this would involve that in pills.
Right. Binding spirits in pills. That's crazy. Scott hasn't seen that before. Is it?
Question is, Are the fetters, are they being forcefully created, or is that accidental, though?
Usually best to assume that if it's something weird for us, that it was made on purpose.
To what end? Why would you need fetters and pills?
They,
Why would you need spirits attached to pills?
Right, that's my question. Why would you need spirits attached to pills?
hold up. And Nyx has that moment. It's like it's the one brain cell has hit a corner bounce, and they look around for like something to draw on. They finally just like they snatch a paper off of like the desk that's probably mangled at this point a little bit. They don't care what's on it. They just flip it over and start.
There's some blood
drawing.
on it.
Yeah. Scott, why do you get blood on? Okay. So,
Would you like a clean piece? And out of Nyx's wannabe purse, they pull out, an actual notebook full of paper.
No, actually, I have like. Where's my notebook? Where's my sketchbook? Oh, fuck. Hold up. Pause. And they're like looking around the room for it. They finally find it like under a chair, and it's like someone just found their child. Oh, thank God. Okay. I need to redo that design. Okay, not the point. All right, so you found out that this contains life, mind, and entropy, right? And that it contains some weird organic component.
Definitely organic.
Two kind of odd ones, but the plant is the one that stands out. I've heard of drugs containing animal products before, and it could just be a coincidence with the iron.
Right.
But the plant is the one that stands out.
And you said that these were fetters?
Fetters, like binding spirits. When you want to summon a ghost, you need a fetter usually to like be able to bind and hold it.
And you both took these tonight, right?
No, I didn't touch them. I mean, I touched them, but I didn't take them.
I took one.
Okay.
I was too busy trying to run a club into the ground.
They're looking around the room. Is there something made of glass in the room?
Is there something made of glass? I can get you something made of glass right outside.
That's not broken.
I mean,
anything made of glass?
Well, he goes and fetches a glass, an actual glass for Nyx. There.
What, you don't have
Perfect.
your recycling bins in your office?
I don't usually come back here unless I'm dealing with the lawyer.
Hold up. I gotta focus. And Nyx is etching things on there. And it's like symbols all across the board along the bottom of the glass. Professor Royo knew how much I was bastardizing this right now. They would kill me on sight, but you know what? Theory doesn't always help for spur of the moments on the field. And Nyx is gonna do magic.
Like with intense curiosity.
Nyx is gonna do some magic.
Cool. What is
Scott
Nyx plan on doing?
Just pinching his nose.
Nyx is putting in and using craft work, but also gutter magic. They're taking a ritual and kind of like, not bastardizing it, but, form-fitting it to the task at hand. They're using the writings inscriptions to use the bottom of this glass kind of like a looking eye. And they're going to do it to look for prime and matter, using prime and matter 1. And they're going to look at Kira to see how have they changed as opposed to Scott. Because if one of them has taken it and not the other, or if one of them has taken it more than the other, kind of see like a comparison of like, what is this drug doing to their pattern and how is it affecting their physical state?
Okay.
You need life for that because you're looking at a body.
Yeah, if you're looking for
like body.
Yeah, they're living cells. That's definitely life, unless you have.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's definitely would be life, especially in your neck of the woods. But if you're trying to see like how prime or another sphere that you have is affecting them, that is doable. That's
Yeah.
Um,
All right, then they'll just see how they're being affected by Prime, and also they're going to see if Matter is in the mix. That just hasn't been noticed yet, because they always go to Matter first to see if something's going funky.
okay. Because you're looking for the spheres and stuff, this would be difficulty. Well, how's it affecting? Difficulty 2. Because you're both looking
Roger
at the
that.
sphere and then how it's affecting. You're looking for the effect.
All right, Arte plus High Sphere. Don't worry, guys, I got this. Oh no, we can willpower magic rolls, right?
Yeah,
I don't have this.
you don't. And unfortunately, this isn't necessarily vulgar, but you still go up by. What was the highest sphere that you used for this one?
Just a 1 ranking.
1 ranking? Yeah, so you just go up by 2.
Ah, shit.
For you, you also kind of feel like it's not the back of your head, it's more to your hand. Someone has gone and taken a ruler and slapped it. Oh, well,
Like,
that's what you
alright,
get.
this will work. Ow!
That's what you get for bastardizing that spell. And the glass breaks.
Shit. Oh, I knew they were a bitch.
It's one more thing to clean up.
It's a glass. Don't worry about it. You can get them for like less than $1 at the dollar store. Jesus.
Sure.
Ugh.
Now,
Okay. Well, that didn't work.
for our audience who are listening in and watching this, thank you for watching. And hello. I just got to inform you that for magic rolls such as these, there's a calculation. If I have the time, I'll just send you the chart. But what they're experiencing is paradox, and also that dark side of their avatar talking back to them. Don't worry, that creepy voice is never going away. Especially not in this campaign. Continue.
After having watched the attempt at magic very curiously, Kira would just kind of be like, "Why'd you break it?"
I. Long story short, sometimes hermetics like to make spells that only work certain ways, and if they don't want them used another way, and if I fuck it up, it can backfire. Very fun. Looks like Professor Royo kind of counted on me doing something like this and set that little trap up when they made it. Great. I'll have to work on that a little bit
That's
more later.
stupid.
Well, at least he's not trying to kill him with a suitcase.
You were just hung up on that. You didn't even get hit with the suitcase. You got hit with my fan.
I got hit with the table too, I think. The desk. I'm not sure. I kind of blocked out during part of it.
Well, look. We know what's kind of in this drug. We have a schedule for the DJ. And we have 2 weeks to get a party before my wedding. So we know where to start, at least.
We
We have the wedding here.
No.
Why not? It's a great place. We just need to clean it up a little.
He says as there's a lighting fixture that just topples down right in front of the three of you as he says this.
Fuck. One more thing to clean up.
Look. The only reason I pitch a marriage party before the actual wedding day is to both save your ass so you can help me, and also because I really don't want blood on this outfit at all today.
Blood can look good. It goes well with a lot of things. Look at me. And his face is like bloody.
You seem to be forgetting. We have a week. We have a week to plan.
No.
And a week to actually get everything together.
Listen.
Maxwell said they expect a report.
You don't know Maxwell the way I do, okay? You could tell them anything a week from now, right? They might threaten you with a suitcase or whatever they happen to have in their hands at the moment, but You can tell them anything as long as you come through. That's how it works. They're just dreadfully
No, that's not how it works.
awful when things don't work.
We get a slight flashback. As you reply to this, a flashback with Maxwell holding Scott up against a wall with the briefcase pent up and crushing him. And threatening him, "You better not fuck this up, Mr. Travers, or I will fuck you up." And it just flashes back to the current scene.
I get the feeling that we need a little bit of a better face to this operation.
Matt has very much that look of like, who, me?
And Kira's just kind of looking at you like, do you expect me to do it?
You get a knock on the door, another knock.
So many interruptions. Come in.
You see a young man. He's wearing a mesh shirt, leather pants, very short cropped hair, and he puts an envelope on your broken desk. Didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to let you know that I am putting. This was going to be my last night.
Why? Tonight was great.
He just kind of yeah, I'm not even going to touch that. Listen, this has been fun, but yeah, I'm out and I plan on going back to school. Also, I got a thing with Madam Miscreant, and like she's helping me with something. So, yeah. So I don't got time for this.
All right. See you later. Don't come back. We don't need you.
Oh my god. Scott.
Yeah, so you still have to pay me?
Yeah, well, it'll get worked out. You don't get paid when you leave, right? You get paid on your usual date, and so look for that in the mail. It has to be mailed.
No. Amber usually just especially
Look, Amber's not here. Okay?
Yeah.
So
So
you
that
can
means
go, right?
you have to be the one to do it.
He's like,
Scott,
do you happen to see this face? I'm covered in blood. You really think this is the right time right now to bother me about paycheck when you're walking out of my club?
you're
Thanks,
gonna
Scott.
like move in between the two
Who
of them.
the fuck you getting loud with?
Nix is like doing the same exact day as Kieran. I guess they like bump into each other. They're just both like,
Scott, I need you to calm down. We understand it's been a rough night,
Damn quitters.
but please don't take it out on your employees.
Former.
That looks bad on you. Technically, your resignation isn't finished until midnight today.
It's
I-
it's 5 a.m.
Yeah, which means you have plenty of
Midnight
hours between
today.
now and then.
hold on. I have an idea.
You know,
Hi. What's your name?
Chris.
Chris. All right, Chris. Look, how much is your check supposed to be?
All together from the time I started working last week again, 400. Supposed to be 400 every week.
So this check that you're supposed to get before you leave is supposed to be 400.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I will
And-
tell you this.
You would
How
think.
about while God, who is apparently dealing with a lot of shit, is doing that, I will give you 100 of it now, and I will make doubly sure that he gets the rest of it to you immediately.
Yeah. Charisma and persuasion again. This is going to be difficulty of 3.
Alright, charisma and persuasion. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Oh, wait, I have paradox now. Oh,
Yeah. Paradox.
this is...
You all have paradox.
Nyx has the chance to get spicy now. Don't worry, guys. I got
Spicy is
this.
fun.
I don't got this. It's not worth the willpower on it.
Yeah.
Failure.
He's just go. No, run me my fucking money, Scott, or else. Not
Do you
playing.
accept a check?
She's gonna straight up intimidate him into leaving and choosing the better path for his life right now.
Okay, charisma and intimidation. You roll that.
Okay.
This will be a social combat.
Okay.
Oh boy, 2 and 2 nights.
That's 4 successes.
Let's see. And let me see, because they always get one.
Ty goes the acting mage.
Yeah, Ty goes to the player. So it works. It's not fully.
He's not happy about it.
Not to the point that you want it to be, but he gets the message. All right. But don't tell me. He just looks over, takes Nick's fan, and just storms off. But don't worry. I'll make sure this club gets fucking shut down.
Oh, God.
And just leaves.
Everyone be taking my fan. Why?
Kira already has pulled out like a legit checkbook and is writing a check for $400 and like kind of runs after them and just like, take it. He's having a rough night. I'll get it back from Scott later.
He takes the check. You see the other bartenders, dancers, and even some of the rest of his security, his security guards, who are utterly confused and like have been talking to police officers trying to do the job that, well, a certain club owner is supposed to be doing. And they are having a conversation off to the side. If you want to kind of suss it out, charisma and insight.
Not an awful roll, but that's not what Kira would do. Kira would, like, upon seeing the police officers and seeing all this, they would just kind of be like, oh, let me grab the owner for you guys. And is going to run back into the office and be like, Scott, there's some police officers here who would like to speak with you.
Oh, God. Couldn't you just tell them I'm not in?
You're letting your employees do your job. Man the fuck up.
Just, what am I paying them for? And he
To do their
slams,
job, not
he
yours.
slams the desk and he walks out to deal with the 2 police officers. Blood on his face.
And then
just, you know.
Kira lets out a big, finally we can work in peace.
I actually need to probably be there. But, look, I
If he
know.
wants to dig his own grave with the police officers,
Here's the thing.
that's
Technically a Cabal now, so if he goes down, we're going down with him. Okay. Let me think. I got it. You, what do you do? Like, I get the alternative e-boy vibe off of you.
What do you mean, what do I do? I'm a
Your
gamer,
job.
and I'm a cybersecurity specialist.
Oh shit! I didn't do anything. Fucking You got that favor?
Literally get paid to break into people's computers for a living.
Oh, there's nothing I can do to make a uniform for that. Okay. Fuck me. Okay. I'm gonna go see while he's talking with the police what everyone else is saying.
Is there a computer in Scott's office? I can't remember.
No.
No computer.
No computer. It's all paper. It's not even electronic.
I suppose I will start going through some records and receipts and seeing if maybe I can spot some important names, I guess. I'm not good with the police. Or authority,
Hey.
technically. But
Look, personally, fuck the police, but I can put on a smile and a shit-eating grin for him if I got to. But
if
I'm not
they
really dealing with
disagree
them.
with me, I'll be in here sorting through paperwork like I'm the lesbian chick from Dodgeball. And he's going to like try and straighten out the desk and just grab a stack of paperwork and start sorting through shit.
Anyone can see, like, here's Nick's, here's the reference. Right over.
Yeah, that's
Um,
not your wheelhouse, especially not for
Yeah.
movies.
Not at all. They just go not to where Scott is, but just to where, like, the edge of where a lot of people are, and they're going to try and eavesdrop on, like, what's going on. Like, what are people talking about?
So the camera pans away from Kira doing the paperwork. Nyx is going out the door. We see a transition between the office to the dressing room, where we're seeing a bunch of dancers gossiping. God, this shit's whole. Oh, when is the neon drip opening so I can go work there? It passes through that dressing room and on to another dressing room where usually the drag presenter would be. Um, we see a drag performer taking off makeup. Oh, he does not pay me enough for this bull. And then the camera keeps panning, going downward as it spirals with Scott. It kind of shakes and dips with his mental state each step, becoming more unhinged than the last, till he finally gets to the last and he looks up. He sees two police officers. One he doesn't recognize, but the other one, an officer McGee, one he's very, very, very familiar with.
Oh,
And he's talking to some of his
fuck.
employees.
God.
A security guard, young lady, with long dreads, and her suit and tie kind of motions over towards you. One of the officers look. Officer McGee kind of nods, doesn't say anything, and makes his way over.
Of course. Hey, man.
Travers
Yeah.
kind of looks at you. Oh, rough night. Heard there was a few incidents.
Yeah. I'm sure you heard things. People talk. It's been a rough night.
Yeah. What happened here? He points to your face.
He's trying to control his temper. Well, you're a police officer. I'm sure you can make a few deductions.
You got your ass beat. Got into an incident with someone outside or inside.
No.
Give me
No,
something.
you're so way off the mark. Okay,
Mhm.
you're not even. You're not even close. You'd be a terrible detective, right? No. All this right here, lawyers. Okay, lawyers.
Lawyers.
Yes. You don't know. You have no idea, right? Lawyers.
A lawyer did this to you.
A lawyer did this to me. I'm telling, no shit, straight up.
And
Lawyers.
the lawyer was involved with. He just points to the room. Everything involved.
No. What? No. Lawyers can't do all this. Okay. Part of this was, I mean, can you appreciate the costumes and everything at least? But this was supernatural, right? This was some other stuff. It's just a mess, right? It wasn't me. This club was hit. Okay, it was a hit squad. That's what it was.
Hit squad.
Yeah.
All I heard was a drug overdose, a few drug-related involvement, and then an incident outside. A hit squad.
A hit squad is exactly right. Because see, the drug overdose, that was part of it, right? The hit squad, they were part of security, right? And they just they drugged my people, right? And that's.
Give me composure and persuasion. Difficulty of 3.
Again, I'm so glad he's in pain right now. Gonna roll for willpower here.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 5 successes with
But
with
that's
a messy critical.
well, we would call that a
Paradoxal success.
oh.
Icy crap.
Oh no. You know what that means, kids. Be right. Oh no. We gotta go to the confession game. Hi, Confession Cam here. Don't worry, we're in a safe space, safe enough space for whatever it is Scott wants to get off of his chest. You know what, Scott? You tell the camera, tell the audience, just like this is a reality TV show. You tell them exactly how you're feeling and what the bullshit is going on in this moment.
Oh my God! I mean, I had my friend Vincent Bond. He was showing up. He was going to make this night amazing. It was already going to be amazing. And here I am. I'm here with a broken nose and a bloody face. Just got beaten up by my lawyer in as many times as 2 weeks. And I'm in debt $108,000. I got the police walking around my club. I got people quitting. I got my best bartender with her throat cut open. I don't know who did it. I got these 2 people trying maybe to help me, but I also got ripped up by whoever was on the sidewalk there with her club and everything, and it was just like, tonight's a mess and I'm gonna die.
Oh, poor thing. Poor you, Scott.
Quiet.
This is a quiet moment for you. In this moment, you are trying to get all of this out. It sucks.
Quiet.
You kind of want to go apeshit.
I do. I want to kill someone. I want to rip out their heart.
You miss the
and
rage.
Eat it.
You do, and you go up
do.
a quiet.
Okay.
And you're feeling pretty. Well, describe. Tell the audience what your quiet is.
So, Scott's quiet is he really just wants to get revenge for everything that's happened tonight. He wants to rip open rib cages and set heads on pikes and do it all to like the sound of death metal playing in the background. Like, he wants to make sure that these people pay with their lives for everything that they've caused to have happen tonight. And then he wants everything to go back to normal. He wants his club to get off the ground. He wants the lawyer to get off his back. And then he wants to go about his life. And that's kind of like, he's really, he wants ultra violence. He wants blood, and he wants death. Souls, maybe.
So, going back, what we see is Scott has made his point across. In fact, a little bit too pointed. To the point that he is now up in these officers' face, and he just sees red.
Yeah.
The audience, all we see is we just hear like a theme music starts playing. It's this angry punk rock as he's getting in their faces. He's pretty violent right now. He's ready for a fight.
That's right.
He's ready to fight these officers. And one of them, it's just... one of them is kind of going, whoa there. Sir, are you okay? Sir, you're acting a little erratic.
Not okay. He's going to take 2 bottles and just smash them against the countertop and like holding each of them. It's like, I've had enough of this shit tonight, and I'm going to cut someone if people don't leave me alone.
You see, Nix, as you're coming down the stairs, you see Scott slamming and breaking the bottles, 2 makeshift shivs in his hands, holding it out. As you keep going down the stairs, you see that these are 2 police officers that he's holding these bottles towards. One has gone to his taser, sir, and then the other one, McGee, he's slowly reaching for something.
Oh boy.
Sir,
Mace
put
is
the
just
bottles down.
slowly approaching and puts a hand on like Scott's shoulder. Hey, buddy. Look, I know it's been a rough night. I know you're having one of those moments. Look, I got this. Why don't hey, why don't you go have a talk with your staff, let them know what happens, and I will take care of this for you.
Nix, I'm already going to tell you this is going to be a difficulty of 5. Charisma and persuasion. To persuade these officers to let him move on from just brandishing weapons. Makeshift bottle weapons, but he got in their faces and looking for a fight.
Oh, Christ almighty. We could theoretically do this. It's just a matter of if we do this, it's more likely that we're going to have a moment. Okay, nope. 2 successes
Definitely.
And can't push any further.
Yeah, definitely not. One of them. Okay, all right, you're already on something. Yeah, no, you're coming with us. One is holding taser. All right,
No!
put the bottle-
I'm not going anywhere!
Scott. And they're just like, they're looking at Scott, they're looking at the bottles, and back to them. And Nix is gonna try and snatch the bottles out of his hands before he does something stupid.
Strength and athletics, you 2. You guys roll that combat out.
Okay.
Can I argue for Dex?
Sure.
Okay. Scott, I'll let you... Here, I'll put...
Kira, from where you are, you can actually hear this commotion.
Am I hearing it clearly, or does it just sound like yelling and shouting?
Well,
You hear bottles breaking and yelling and shouting.
What is that fucking moron doing this time?
So, it's a tie. So neither one of you actually succeed.
Failure.
It's a failure in this moment. As you 2 tie up, you guys are kind of battling back and forth with these bottles. Hey, what?
Let me go! Let me have them!
Drop the fucking bottles, you idiot!
quick roll.
And it's just like, Nix is like swearing every swear under the sun at this dude, just like, if you don't let go of those fucking mother bottles, I'm going to rip you to fucking pieces. I will make a Mona Lisa out of your fucking lower intestines and a Jackson Pollock painting with your frontal lobe.
Ooh, you're distracted by this, but maybe you might be able to make it.
Mhm.
Dex and Athletics, Scott, difficulty of 5.
Okay. Gonna roll for willpower. There's 5 successes.
Yeah, you're able to dodge out of the way as this man is fired a taser. He's just going, hey, I need you to get back. Stop. And before anyone can say anything, you just see Mickey kind of raise a hand. Whatever he was holding from his jacket, he holds something up. And then you see a blue spark come from off his fingers. Okay. Scott, you feel that tattoo that is on your arm. It activates, and I need you to give me a stamina and
Okay.
stamina and resolve, difficulty of 5.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a failure.
yeah, that's
Paradoxal failure.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a spicy feeling.
That's a
That's
spicy,
failure.
Yeah.
So, in this moment of you two going back and forth over this bottle, Scott goes out. And when I go out, he hits the ground hard.
Wow.
Nyx, you just watch as he heavily thumps onto the ground. Yeah, you take 2 more lethal there, buddy. Yeah, this hurts. You can feel, it feels like your arm is on fire, but you can't move.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did Nix catch the blue sparks?
That would have had to be Wits and Occult, difficulty of 3.
I could maybe make that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm guessing iconography doesn't apply.
Not in this moment.
So
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for a specific reason for what you're going to be looking at.
Oh boy, that makes me scared. Difficulty 3. Let's go. Nope, not worth the willpower.
Yeah.
Failure.
You thought you caught something, but it looked familiar, but as soon as you see it, it was quickly dashed by Scott out onto the ground, and a police officer put handcuffing him and hauling him out. All right, let's go.
Oh my fucking...
None of the employees say anything. They're just watching this as it transpires.
Nick's just looking between Scott and the employees in the club, and they come to an executive decision. First, they try to flag down one of the officers.
One of them stops. You look at the badge and it says Officer McGee.
Okay, I'm sorry about him, officer. You know how some people get. They get pushed to the extreme. An event like this happens. You know how it gets. And whenever y'all are done with questioning, can y'all give us a call? One of us can come get him, bring him back. He's just had a rough go, but he just needs he needs some help, and we're here to help him.
Right, right. Will that be decided when we get down to the precinct? Uh, if you want, that would be all decided and handled down there.
Do be mindful. He's got a. I don't know what exactly, but he does suffer from some mental illnesses. So just put that on your radar. Like
That's not
if
not a
an issue
problem.
comes up, you can just let us know. We'll be down there. We know how to help with that
Sh-
most
that
of the time.
right. No, we got people on hand for people like him. And you
Right.
can even tell without rolling, there is not a hint of concern or care or whatever it is that you're trying to like reach out to this man. It's not reaching.
He'll kind of look to one side, look to the other, look back in. Do you have a business card?
He hands you a card. Um, on it, you can see that this is definitely detective.
Attacked again.
So, and we're back. Hi there. So, we appear upstairs. While the commotion has happened, someone has been arrested. Another person is trying to put out fires downstairs, metaphorically, oddly enough. And upstairs,
Oddly enough.
Kira, there are several roles you can make here. Maybe not technology role, but you can do intelligence or streetwise. You can also do intelligence and finance, and you can even do. Let me see. What is another one that you can do for this? Intelligence streetwise, intelligence in um, finance, and then also intelligence.
I do intelligence and insight because more than anything, like they're categorizing and organizing, but more than anything, they're trying to look out for names that might be standing out, or someone who made weirdly large or weirdly small purchases.
Yeah, it wouldn't come off as insight because insight is more like you're reading the person,
Reading people.
reading people. Yeah, the information you're trying to disseminate a lot of the information. So you have eidetic memory, but it's more processing the information that you're being given.
Yeah.
Either way, all of that would be a difficulty of 2. So it's not wouldn't be too
Okay,
high because Scott kind of sucks at like
I can
the information.
organizing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything out of it. That's I got 1 out of the 2, but
Yeah. You're memorizing a lot of stuff.
more than anything, it was just an excuse to get away from Scott and his nonsense.
Yeah, that too. Unfortunately, Scott, again, he sucks at organizing. And as you're looking around and you're finding tax stuff where his invoices are, invoices where his tax stuff are, and then you see that he also has invoice scattered with his contacts. Everything is scattered in places not supposed to be. You're looking around like, how the fuck did he even manage to get this far with a business?
This is devoid of any filing system known to man.
Damn, bitch, you live like this?
Pretty much. You're just looking and you're thinking, the fuck, this man is running an Eldritch Horror inventory system of a fucking business. What is this? Wow,
This man is not properly qualified to run a business.
You look at your watch, it's now 5:45. It's almost 6 a.m.
And Thank God I don't have work tomorrow.
You do see a few
But I need a
texts
shower.
from Buck, wondering where you at, are you good, that sort of thing.
They would respond, I'm doing alright, helping out the club owner with some stuff. You know, they had a night, it was pretty rough on them. I'll be home as soon as I can get home.
Okay. If you need anything, just shoot me a text.
Oh well.
Yeah, is there anything else you're gonna do?
When I get home, fuck the shower, I'm taking a bath, and it's going to be a long one.
Okay. The camera pans away from Kira, still with a bunch of folders and files, scratching their head, trying to figure out, wait, why do they have Bible passages in the fucking security section? And the camera goes downstairs. People have already started to file out. They're finishing cleaning up. Nix, you tried to hold people for this team building meeting, but we can watch as a lot of them kind of just hold up a hand and just leave en masse. We see a dejected Nix, and the camera leaves. It flies up, and then we watch as the time shifts. The sun is higher in the sky, and I need everyone to give me a willpower roll to roll off that paradox.
Yeah, I get to roll 2 willpowers left over. Let's go.
Ooh.
3.
So, Scott, you get to remove 3 paradox. Nix, you get rid of 1. Kara, you also get rid of 3, and you also recover your spent willpower from the last night. However, last night was a long night, wasn't it?
It sure was.
Yeah.
More so for some than others.
Yeah, most surface. So I need all of you to roll 1 dice for me.
Yes! Best dice.
That's a 4.
That's a 10.
Yeah, to you.
That was my 10. You had a 9.
Oh, that's your 9. Look.
You're 9, and Alth has
That's
10.
so dumb. Whatever. Yeah. We would roll 6.
So yeah, you know,
Mine.
Nix. We watch as Nix is cuddling up to Samson waking up. Yeah, the curtain is slowly being drawn up. Camera also pans over to Kira. You see that Buck has, again, Buck is doing what Buck does, and he's buck naked on the side of your bed, and you just go, oh, fuck it, and you just flop over. We pan over to Scott, who is having a rough time because he now has a hangover in jail and still handcuffed.
Yeah.
No one that's scared to take the handcuffs off of him. So we pan back over to Nix. Nix, you hear the phone ring.
And it's just like, it's right by the bed. It's just like very much like the finally grabs it. Hello?
Ah, Savant. This is, well, you should already know who this is. This is your professor, former professor.
Morning. Pleasure to hear from you.
Oh, well, I heard you and young Samson was in the city. I know that You went off, you were looking for a master. Finch, tell me, how are you making headway with that?
They just look to Samson, and they also look to the clothes. Like they didn't. They're normally better with like clothes go in the dirty clothes and then immediately get washed. They're just like right by the bed. It's just like just a mess, and they just look between that. They think about last night. We are making some headway.
Ah, headway. So, status report. What has happened?
Is this a protected line?
We have it secured.
There's, I'm not sure to call it a conspiracy, but I have evidence to believe that Finch's arrival to this town, along with what we received in the mail back over there, are coinciding with other events, and I believe them to be connected. I'm currently investigating whether they are connected and looking for Finch at the same time.
Ah, well, um, send a report to, well, one second. Send a report to the investigation department.
We have, in the process of this investigation, had to incur a debt for the house.
I beg your pardon.
One individual, not an organization, but upon advice from a senior, I had to contract the services of another to help with this investigation. I believe they have all the skills needed, and they also have the discretion needed. The only issue was they did not have the motivation. I personally, from my own stores, had nothing to offer them. So, in the name of House Veritas, I offered them a favor.
Well, I would hope that you honor it, especially since you put it under House Veritas, of all things.
You know as well as I do that I honor every debt I have, and I would not put my house's name on the line unless it was of utmost importance.
Right. Well, I await your report, and well,
One more thing.
yes.
Do we have, I forget whose area of expertise, but do we have anyone experienced with spirits?
Are you honestly asking me if we have? You've been with
A
us for how
rhetorical
long?
question.
Hmm.
A rhetorical question. Don't worry.
Yes, we do. What are you looking for in particular?
If possible, can you ask them to look into cases of pharmaceutical items being used as fetters?
There's a brief pause. Pharmaceutical as fetters.
Yes, I understand how unique that choice of words is, but it is part of what we are dealing with here.
And you just hear this stuffy individual almost harumph and take out a few books. Taking out a few things. Oh, let me see. Your our house might know some individuals who. This sounds like an enchantment, but well, this could be new magic. So Bunasegas might have something. I'll see. I'll even talk to unfortunately talk to House Sofakati reluctantly to see if they might know something. And I'll even speak to the Grand House of Maximilianus. You can just hear him just gag at that. Just no.
Nix is very much nodding, like, I very much appreciate the lengths that you're willing to go to help me with this. But on the inside their head, they're just like fucking house politics. Why must they be a thing?
Oh, I'll send a report to all of them. Um, do be do your best diligence, and I will be speaking with you again very soon.
Wouldn't have it any other way. You have my word. I will have this solved soon.
He hangs up. You hear Samson groan. What time is it?
Nix just puts the phone down, just flops backwards across from him. Whatever time it is, we're taking 30 more minutes to just lay here.
Right. The camera moves away from you two as he kind of just flops on top of you, and it peers down the street back to that cul-de-sac and over to Buck, who is pulling up on a pull-up bar, just pumping iron while Kira is trying to work on the computer. So what are you
Do you
doing?
at least put on some clothes while you work out?
No. Like, I the best workouts like this, all right?
Fine, whatever.
Nothing you haven't seen before hundreds of times.
I know, but I have appearances to maintain.
What who?
I
You
would
don't
hate
know
for one
anyone.
of the neighbors to look through the window and see your privates on display.
I mean, what? You got, like, Mrs. Garrison across the street?
Did we ever figure out what happened to her cat?
Uh, we see a flashback of him looking in a trash can, seeing a cat. Cat meows at him, and he just puts the lid back down, and him just kind of pumping iron again. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what happened to Cat.
I might need to talk to Mom, and I really don't want to.
Talk to him. What you got that to her for?
The
Did you get in
shit
trouble?
that happened. No, I am not in trouble.
Oh.
One of the people that I am now unfortunately associated with got in trouble.
No.
The club owner last night got himself arrested.
For what?
Apparently he threatened people with a broken bottle. I don't know, I heard it secondhand.
We watch, again, a clip of just Scott slamming the two bottles and holding it up to the officers, and it's back to Kira again. Yo, everyone's wild. Two bodies, a bunch of folks gone missing, and also a
2
girl
deaths
recovering.
and 1 for sure injury.
Yeah. A wild night.
That man is not qualified to run that club.
Yeah.
Not by himself, at
Yeah,
least.
probably not, but the drinks are alright. Also, that thing we took. Whew, that was a trip. That was wild.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking into. And that's why I might need to talk to Mom. Or Grandma. One or the other.
Or your dad. I mean, he is
unless he can explain how a plant that I can't find in any biology book or biology study for this planet ended up in a pharmaceutical that we took, then I don't know how he'd be able to help me.
he just yawns. I don't know. I mean, he did sciencey stuff. I don't know what type of sinus stuff. Well, part of making this specimen right here, and he kind of just lifts himself up with one arm, pulling up, and just slams his chest.
Yeah, well, someone had to get all the brawn between the two of us.
Oh. No, well, no, that's fair. Oh, so
They
wait a
might
minute.
be able to help.
Wait a minute. If I got the brawn, the brains, and the charisma, and the charismatic and the looks, what did you end up with?
Not a damn thing.
Oof. Sucks to suck. Speaking of sucks to suck, I haven't seen Coco. Usually Coco would be over by now.
You know them. They probably got a date.
You used to see Coco stepping out of your bathroom, like a large fog there in a towel. Whew. Anyways, what do you want? And don't ask why I was using your shower. Because it was a long drive over to my place, and I was just like, I don't feel like driving. And also, they got bath salts. I really got to buy some bath salts.
We got more than that if you open a couple of boxes.
That's a lot of work. A lot of work. Also, who else has a hangover? Raise your hands. Be honest. Ooh.
Kira just raises their hand.
He just kind of goes and starts messing with your radio. This sucks. This sucks. Oh, this just sounds angsty. This is the vibe. This is the vibe right here. Let's see. Oh, your radio sucks. Don't you got a better playlist?
The radio, it doesn't have playlists. It talks to radio stations.
I thought you did that whole, like, digital something. You hacked into something to get the pirated stuff. I hate that.
I mean, yes and no.
Nah.
Anyway, I need your advice.
Ooh. Okay, let me tell you. While I do like the whole, new witch vibe,
Not
it just
on
doesn't.
that.
Oh. What?
Maybe later. I've somehow gotten wrapped up in a investigation officer person from the Order of Hermes who's investigating what happened at the club last night.
Oh, which one was that?
Savant, the Nick Savant.
Nick Savant. Which one was that? Oh, the
one
fashionable
with the
one.
wings?
Yeah. Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why they were looking for Finch.
They apparently work with the Order.
Oh.
Um,
Good luck with that. I would say they suck. Stay away from them. Also, I'm too pretty to deal with that.
We're trying to figure out where that drug could have come from, and I did some research on it last night with the residuals that were left in my body. I was able to track it down to 3 spheres of magic.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them make sense, but 1 of them doesn't. Why would someone put entropy in a drug?
I don't know. It depends. Either you're trying to curse someone, bless someone, change their fate, change their fortune. I mean, you can do anything.
I understand how entropy works, but what effect would it have in a drug? Are they trying to degrade a mental state or improve one?
Oh, but, not necessarily my expertise. I don't really deal with stuff. I mean, taking a few of stuff. But
Yeah, but you know more than me about this. I have a book.
And he's just vibing to the music.
And do you know anything about a plant that doesn't exist?
Well, if it doesn't exist, how would I know what it is?
I don't know. It's some plant that I couldn't find, but I have the, genome of it, basically.
Well, if there's one thing I
Like,
know.
I know it was in that drug,
Yeah.
but I don't. And there's so many questions that need to get fucking answered.
Have you tried? Oh,
Um,
I know you should ask. The Dirty Vipers.
the dirty vipers.
Well, they're like they're like my cousins, if you want to call them that. And they usually will and deal. I mean, I know a few folks that will and deal and stuff, but something like that specifically, that sounds more up their alley.
Would they deal in fetters? Those drugs we took were fetters.
They might. Actually, no. Yeah. They're kind of associated with us somewhat, so yeah. They'll be involved with that as well.
Do you have someone, a point of contact? Someone that I can reach out to?
Yeah, but you're gonna have to wait later on tonight. They're asleep.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't have to really
Well, I
sleep
guess that gives me plenty of time to.
in the day anymore, but they still do. Oh, they still got that weird whole sun thing, but I mean, it is what it is. Oh, and he just
Am I making a
kind of looks
cult
up.
roll off of that to see if I can infer whether he's talking about vampires or not?
Yeah, but he kind of just holds his finger to you. Wait just a second. You wait your pretty face right there. Hey, Bucky there, Bucky baby, I need you to do something for me. What you want, Saint? I'm feeling a hankering for food, and I know someone who loves Five Guys as much as we do, and knows to go order it. Come on, I'll even let you drive the convertible. You're trying to get rid of me, aren't you? Yes. Now, go put on some shorts. I don't guess you need shoes or shirt to go through the drive-thru. And just throw the keys at him. You already know what I want. Kira, what you want?
Just a normal cheeseburger, fries, and a drink.
Make sure to supersize it because still growing. Just starts pushing them out the door, and you take your time. Buy. I don't know. Buy off the whole menu. You kind of eat the whole thing anyways. I don't buy. We love you, baby. He's just awesome. Look at you, just sexy, and you just see Saint throw a pair of shoes at Buck just in case because you still got to drive. We're in Virginia. Bye. And closes the door in his face. Starts locking up the doors. Alright. When we do go see them and get in contact with them, the two of us can go do it. Buggy Baby might,
Why can't Buck be there?
he might stir up a few problems. He's not the... Yeah, he's not for everyone.
Yeah, I've learned that over the years.
And with that, now you can roll occult and what's an occult? Difficulty of 2?
That would be a 3 success.
Yeah, that's definitely a...
Success.
So, you pretty much able to confirm, or at least infer that he's talking about the V word, vampires, which you don't really say out loud. You've learned not to spark that sense of the hunt when it comes to Buck.
Hmm. And just a little bit of PTSD from his last encounter with them.
Yeah, yeah, it didn't go well. You think back at all those years, like,
No.
oh, nah, best not to bring that up.
Nah, fam. Okay. So they're that. Why would they be dealing in drugs? I thought they didn't get affected by those.
One thing you need to know, just because they don't get affected by it, and there are some that do, doesn't mean they don't deal. I mean, that's how they help meet the supply there.
I mean, I suppose it guarantees you're not getting high on your own supply, but
They listen. I don't know the full odds and ends of what they do and what they don't do. I just know from there's a little dealings. He flops on the bed. I just know that they also have dabbled, especially Dirty Vipers. It's kind of their wheelhouse. Drugs, pills, potions, poisons. Kind of their thing.
well, I would definitely need to set up a meeting and see if they aren't the ones distributing it, then maybe they can help me figure out what a couple of these mystery ingredients are.
Well,
I'm also gonna ask.
he kind of just goes, okay, you're gonna hate this. This is the next part you're gonna hate. Quickest way to go, quickest way to get their attention and get in contact with them, bathhouse. Bathhouse.
Well, it's better than the other B word I was expecting.
What, brothel? Yeah, no, you wouldn't find them at the brothel.
No.
Not today.
What do them and a word that start with B, where they gotta meet in the middle somewhere? Something they need.
What, blood bank? I don't know.
I thought you were going to say the quickest way would be to offer to let them feed on me. I'm not doing
No,
that.
I'm not. Listen, I'm a lot of things. I'm not a monster. I'm not going to go and throw you to the metaphorical wolves. I think one of them can turn into a wolf. Or a snake or a fox or something. I don't know. But the point is, yet no. Well, maybe. Probably not. I don't know. You're kind of scrawny. I don't think they would go for you, though. You're adorable, but you don't look like you can feed one of them. You're kind of bite-sized.
I'll take that as a compliment. And as he says that, he's going to finish typing up the email with a bunch of information on what he found on this drug, and gonna encrypt it and send it to Dad and Mom.
Okay. You send it off. You don't get a response yet, but as we watch the...
Yeah, it's they're busy. They work.
Yeah, but as we watch this email get sent, we go past a few power lines. There's a few cars out. We go back to downtown, and we end up at a precinct. Scott, you're still handcuffed in a jail cell, and you're waking up with a massive hangover.
The worst. The worst hangover.
You, you wake up in a cell, and it's still like a couple of people still inside. There's two people kind of chatting it up. One guy is peeing in the corner of the room, and another guy is kind of banging his head against the wall. I fucked up last night.
Oh, God. Okay. I have one question out of character. Is Scott able, does he actually have a phone number for his lawyer?
He does. For Maxwell, yes. He knows how to get in contact with Maxwell.
Yeah. He's gonna shout out from the cell, "I want my fucking phone call."
Oh, seems like Sleeping Beauty is awake. Hold on for a second. There's someone here for you. And they're telling you, get over to the cell real quick.
He gets up. Can I get these off?
Turn around and I'm letting you out. You posted bail.
Okay. Awesome. Guys, yeah. That's right.
You say this, and he lets you out. You walk further down. They don't really escort you. You didn't really have a bunch of stuff on you when you got here in the first place. But as you walk through, first thing you see is Maxwell, and he does not look happy to see you.
I was just gonna call you. You're really very timely. You show up even when you are needed. You're
Mr.
just
Travers, let's keep walking. And he doesn't continue with this conversation. He goes out the door. You look over to see a woman in a red dress with a pair of sunglasses on. She looks you up and down. Doesn't say anything, but follows with Maxwell.
Do I recognize her at all?
You do not.
Okay. He looks over and thinks she might be at least better company than Maxwell.
You just hear her go, he wouldn't happen to be the one you were speaking of, right? Unfortunately, he is. Oh, wow.
Scott's going to give her a little wave.
Well, my work is cut out for me, it seems. Yeah. Well, it matches. The club matches the owner, I guess.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, my mistake. I am, you can just call me Linda.
Linda, do you work with this guy?
From time to time, yes. We've known each other. We go way back.
Is he as much of a bastard to you as he is to me? Because you can see what he did to my face.
Oh, Maxie, you can't go and be violent for everyone.
I don't think he knows any other way to be.
He doesn't respond to this. You just see her kind of pinch his cheeks. No, you can't be mean to the babies. You didn't know any better.
Scott's a little put off by that, but he feels like for the moment, that she might not actually be the type to hit him with a suitcase or beat him with a fan. So this is a new turn for him.
As you keep watching, she just busts out a fan.
Oh, Jesus.
And he flames, but she just starts fanning herself. What is that? What is wrong?
Yeah. He doesn't just use a suitcase. Sometimes he uses a fan.
I do apologize. He gets like that when he's stressful. It's a weird time for him. It's almost Pride. He's gone through a lot this season.
He's gone through a lot. You see my face?
Oh, and she just kind of grabs your nose and just puts some pressure on it, and it cracks back into plot.
Oh!
But you realize
you.
that it fixes itself, and you lose a superficial. I mean, you remove a superficial damage on your health.
Okay. Thank you. He's holding it. He's like, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet that stings. You'll feel better later. And she goes inside like her purse and hands you a Werther's. You just take that.
He takes it, just unwraps it and takes it.
Anyways, I heard that I will be taking you shopping. We're going on a shopping trip and doing some other things.
Shopping. Shopping for what?
Just you dress like you're part of a road show. Like you're a roadie for a bad band that failed to meet their standards, and all of them died of a drug overdose. That is what you remind me of. You look like who they would have for a VH1 special, Mr. Travers. Behind the music, Scott Travers failed to meet expectations and died at the lonely age of 32.
Oh, God.
And Linda just goes, oh, well, I wasn't going to say all that. I was going to be a little bit more sensitive, Maxie. You got to be a little bit more sensitive to his feelings.
I don't think he cares.
He cares. He cares. Just doesn't know how to show it.
Okay. New clothes. Fine. I can get my nose cleaned up a little bit. Get some of this blood off my face.
Oh, yeah. Oof. You've been through a rough one. You know what? Anyways, I have to go see a fashion designer. Anyways, I have one totally in mind. I heard all about him from Finch, and she just kind of grabs your hand. We're going.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait. Do you have like something like an Advil I can take? I have the worst hangover.
Oh, I don't.
I'm not even sure what it's from.
She looks through her purse. I wonder if He'll be fine, Linda. He'll be fine. Mr. Travis, just think of this pain as a reminder of things to come.
He glares at Maxwell. He just glares at him with all the force that he can. He knows it doesn't do any good.
Yeah,
he's like glaring at him. Yeah.
You know, Mr. Travis, they say someday this pain will be useful to you. Or if maybe future pain will be useful to you as a reminder.
Yeah, thank you for that, Max. You're a real fucking lightsaber.
You're welcome. I could have just let you rot there.
You could have. But then what would be the fun in that for you?
I gain no pleasure.
He goes off with Linda. He walks off with Linda, just in a huff, and just like he wishes he could do more to Maxwell, but he can't.
Yeah. Linda just kind of keeps in tow with you. Shows you through like a lot of the other nooks and crannies of the city before getting to an apartment. Okay, well, I will call upstairs. 1 second. Let me see if I can. Wonder if they're awake. Oh, so I'm kind of coming in unannounced. And Nix, you hear your intercom buzz.
At this point, Nyx has gotten out of bed and they've been at their little workstation. They go over. Savant speaking.
This is Linda Everett. I was told to see you about a consultation. Two things. I have a fitting for the Met Gala coming soon, and also I have an extra job for you as well. I hope that's not inconvenient for you. Next,
All right.
roll for me your intelligence and intelligence and fame, intelligence streetwise, intelligence and politics, intelligence and I don't know, even crafting. One of them.
So int and craft would probably be the best.
Yeah,
But
it's
I'm
difficulty
torn
of
because int
2
and craft would give me the best.
for you.
Okay, we'll go int and craft.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be a big pool though. Can anyone tell what Nyx's dump stat was? But it's a success.
Yeah, that's very much a.
Success.
So you don't have any problems. It dawns on you, Linda Everett. Linda Everett. Famous actress, Linda Everett, who will be not only going to the Met Gala, but is going to be one of the trendsetters, fashion setters. She's on the board for the Met Gala. Unannounced.
There's a pause.
At your door.
There's a pause. I see. Top floor, first door on the left.
You say this, but as you say this, you just hear someone grab the door. Hi. Are you wouldn't happen to be Nick Savant, would you? Oh no, Nick's would be in the other room.
Is it Henry or is it Samson that's opened the door?
It's Samson that's opened the door, and Samson's just in his boxers and a pair of glasses. He looks like he was kind of into like a donut and a book. I thought there was the delivery person. Linda kind of ushers in Scott. Now. I caught you guys at a bad time. My mistake. I'm so sorry.
And Nyx is coming over. They've got they've just grabbed like some fabric they've got cut and they just kind of drape it over Samson.
That'd just be another room.
It's fine. They give Samson a kiss on the cheek. Listen, when the delivery gets here, I'll bring it right to you. Okay? You've been through a lot. Just take the day off. Okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Bay. You have fun, I guess, you guys. And he looks over at Scott. Ooh, you feel better. He just goes into the other room.
Thanks.
Love you. Okay, what the hell are you doing at my door, Scott?
He points to Linda.
I'm currently also, and Maxwell follows behind. We're kind of. A favor was asked of me to look after Scott for a bit.
All right, everyone, come in.
Yeah. Maxwell lets himself in, closes the door. This wasn't my ideal. And apparently, when he put in the phone call for trouble, Miss Linda was in the neighborhood and she answered the call. And just so happened, I need to see you anyway. So it's just a small world.
Knowing your capabilities, I will hope that is in a complimentary way. But for right now, and they turn to Miss Effridge. But for right now, before we get in all that, business at hand, what can I do for you?
Oh, right. So, Finch would usually be the one to make my design, but the last time I spoke to him, well, I haven't been able to get in contact with him, and he told me that if he wasn't able to do so, that his protege should be able to.
Well, I've learned everything I've known from Finch and had a chance to put my own spin on things, so I can hope, or not hope, know I can do you proud.
Oh, beautiful, because I need something for the Met Gala.
You mentioned, and their gesture, if everyone follow them, they have kind of like the most of the apartment. There's like the bedroom separated off with door and all that, but most of it is pretty open. They've kind of transformed the living room into a living room and workspace. Like everything with sewing and all that is like in the corner. The center of it has like couches and not a big TV. It's like small. It's quaint, and they just have everyone sit down while they're going over their materials. What did you have in mind? What theme are we working with?
Oh, the theme for this year was burlesque. They want to want to compete with modern sensibilities with a classic. Also, we've been disappointed with a few of our guests missing the mark on the theme, or not even choosing to do the theme at all. 5 years in a row, apparently. We're not going to talk about punk or camp.
We're not going to talk about Amy Schumer either. Okay.
Ooh, she shudders.
Rest assured, I have several ideas, but first, I want to know what you would like out of this.
And you watch as she pulls out this large manila envelope out of her purse. How she does this, because this is a small red purse, and how she pulls out this large envelope, you just don't know. And she just starts pouring pictures and references. So everyone kept mentioning Moulin Rouge, in which I understand that's the first go-to, but I feel like that's too on brand. I'm thinking Italian Milan, circa 1850s burlesque.
They kind of look over the designs and they nod. All right. I can work with this. And what spin do you want to take on it? A recreation, modern interpretation, other?
Finch would probably try to go a bit old school, but I'm thinking more of a modern spin. Something, she just makes the gesture serpentine, if you will.
Serpentine. They'll take one of the photos and they'll look it over. How comfortable are you with unusual materials?
Oh, very. Oh, this dress was recycled off of Coca-Cola bottles.
Well, as delightful as it would be to try to incorporate glass, considering what I have in mind, I don't want to take the risk on that. I had a different approach. And they reach over and they grab like several markers, but before they go, they look to them. May I?
Oh, you may.
And they're highlighting seams of one color. They're highlighting like some of them it's like dotted multicolors, strands, and then like some sections of clothing are just like crossed out entirely. There's notes in the margins, and it comes clearer and clearer that they don't want to do just like burlesque as in showing skin or the illusion of skin. They're wanting to incorporate, it seems, either more color or once you look at some of them, they want to incorporate light to it, like lighting work. LED strands, optic fiber cable things, just light in places where you wouldn't expect on this.
Yeah, and it's not a problem. It just takes you a few minutes to get this done, and she nods. After a few minutes, she looks over at Scott. Oh, right. This is going to be the other part of the problem. In exchange for me helping him in the more security department, He will be my escort for the gala.
He looks up and he's like, "Oh my god."
Maxwell just going through a few files. I said the same thing. They're savant.
I don't know if I'm more annoyed by the fact that you nearly set a place metaphorically in flames, or the fact that you get to go to the Met Gala and you're not like jumping for joy at it.
Well, he is a part of my sect. After all, we're both Euthanatos, so I just wanted to show him more to us than just petty crimes in nightclubs.
He looks up in surprise, genuine surprise. Like, what?
They kind of raise an eyebrow, but they don't interrupt.
We are? Like, this is news.
Good luck to him on that one. And you just see Finch, Maxwell flip a few pages. And for the first time, you all see him smirk. And he thinks I'm bad.
And do I need to make an outfit for you as well, Maxwell, or are you not in attendance?
I would never be caught dead at an event such as that. I rather blink out of existence before I go to the Met. Been
You
there,
sound
done
like
that.
someone... No offense intended, but you sound like more of the person that would be the one killing someone else as opposed to being the one being dead in such a situation, but that's just my take on it.
That should tell you how much I would rather bite my own fingers off. Linda goes, I did ask him.
I really would like to see that. You biting your own fingers off.
And
Just
I
saying.
would really like to see how they plan on turning you from being an ugly swan to bargain bin Prince Charming.
Hey, my creations aren't bargain bin. Considering the material, we might just be shooting for a TJ Maxx, but not bargain bin.
Oh, God.
No, just a joke. Alright, I can do this. When do you need this by?
By next week. After all, the Met is in 2 weeks, and I also have photo shoots. I have other things I have to attend to. I also have to help get this one ready. She looks Scott up and down.
Yeah. Yep. I have to get ready. I'm going to the Met. Yeah.
They
Scott
look,
Travers, New York.
they look between Etheridge and like Scott. Your outfit I'll do for free. For him, I got it. A favor from your sect. A small one, but just one.
Not a problem. We see
I
Henry
believe we have a deal.
in his human form, taking out a few measuring things, a lot more of your supplies. Oh, I am so sorry there. I am still putting things together. I haven't got tea ready. And he looks over at the woman coming in, and he just falls out to the floor. It's the modern Liz Taylor. Ma'am, I am a big fan. I appreciate everything you have done for fashion. And Liz just goes, oh, no, thank you. Oh, why are you here
Henry,
in our
don't
humble
pester the
abode?
guest.
Guest? Oh, Oh, I'm sorry. If you're looking for if you're looking for Master Finch, I have not seen. We haven't seen him in months.
Henry,
No, dear. I was here for Nick's, uh, Savant's work. Also, me and my date. And she points over to Scott. Oh, it's a make
Nix
a
is
wish
just looking
thing.
at Henry.
It's a make
Nix
a
is
wish
just looking at
campaign.
Henry like the look of like, shut up.
Just as beautiful as you are thoughtful doing charity.
You'll have to excuse Henry. It seems like in our move, I forgot his brains.
And he just walks over to you, Scott, holds your hands, and starts going, "It's going to be okay. You will get through this."
He looks back with eyes that tell of years of suffering and pain and dreariness and cleaning of all sorts of things, and he shakes his head. He says, "No, it's never ever going to be okay."
Oh, it just Hannah gives you a hug. It's going to be fine. We'll get through this
It's
together.
so not going to be fine. It's not going to be fine, but I will endure. I always do.
We watch a montage. Weirdly enough, for some reason, Henry sits down. Scott, they're on a couch. Henry's holding a microphone. And he's dressed up like '90s Oprah. Listen, he's just holding your hand. We will get this through together, won't we? And we see an audience just clapping, just going at it. Just someone is even tearing up and nodding their head. And then we cut back to the record.
Scott's just looking as miserable as ever.
Maxwell just goes, "All right. Well, if you Savant, if you need to invoice anyone, you can invoice my office. I will be handling the payment. There's a trust being put and a funds for funding social events that I've been put in charge of."
Instead of worrying about the payments, could use it for the wedding party.
I'll make a note. Linda, I will see you later. Oh, yes, Maxie. Travers. And he takes his leave.
Gives him the finger as he goes.
Anyways.
God, I would appreciate it if you not flip off the person that's paying me.
Scott, give me composure and resolve, difficulty of 4.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, Linda puts your middle finger down. Now, a gentleman was not supposed to do that. And for a moment, you get like this wave of fear. It's brief. But you kind of shake it off. You don't know where it came from, but it just goes, it's there. But you shake off whatever it was.
Right. It's just a passing fear. He gets them all the time.
And for a brief moment, you see something in Linda's eye. It's terrifying, but you just think, I dealt with Maxwell. That's probably what it is.
Right. This is par for the course. Yeah, they all look like this. Maybe one day Scott will too, So.
And
yeah.
We just see Henry bend over to Nyx. So I see you doing excellent work with the lady, but how are you going to turn that into a suitable model for whatever you got coming up with?
Nyx just kind of like tilts their head. You know, there's a phrase that comes to mind. We're all born naked, and the rest is drag. In this case, it's not as much drag as it's going to be excellence.
Really? A stolen catchphrase from, and the camera cuts over back over to Kira, who's on the computer. Kira, you get an email. Oddly enough, it is from your mother. What's so oddly about it is she's trying to. First thing she's asking is, what is this in reference to? But also, um, how are you also involved?
So, in the initial email, he would have given the whole, like, synopsis of everything went down, leaving out the part that he took the drug, and now, I've somehow gotten involved with an idiot and a member of the Order of Hermes. That are investigating this because, we were the three on the scene, I guess. And they refused to let me do my own thing. So that would have all been in the initial email. And as far as the, what it's in reference to, it would very much be explained. It was some drug that was causing people to basically explode with paradox.
Yeah, it's more she's confused. There's a few things she's confused about, but it's more the structure and everything that you said is more confusing because it sounds closely to something that's involved back in your hometown. Something familiar, something that's been popping up, and even your father mentioned about it. And that's when you get a phone call.
With that, he would. Yeah, I was going to say, if he doesn't get a call, he's going to send him an email saying, "Do you have time to call?" But yeah, he'll pick up the phone.
What have you gotten yourself into, young Kira? And it's not your mother. It is your grandfather.
Oh. Grandfather.
Yeah. Short,
Okay.
about your height, just a little shorter.
Yeah. Trying to remember, we didn't really interact too much. It was mostly with Grandma.
Yeah, Grandma was more of the feisty, all over the place, knows everything, trying to teach you everything. He was more, not a yes man, but he just smiled a lot. He smiled and nod. So him talking this much is a new thing.
I didn't intentionally get wrapped up in anything. I just we went to some party and someone was handing out these drugs, and it's kind of fuzzy after that because it all happened so fast. And
Well, back in my wilder days, I don't know anything about drugs, but the plant, it's something I've seen before. Of course, you wouldn't see it anywhere on Earth, but you would find it mostly in the dreaming. You remember the dreaming, right?
that's that Fae place.
Well,
I'm still a little hungover.
yeah, changeling. The plant itself is you would call it a dream eater.
A dream eater?
A dream eater.
And Kira is actively writing this down. Like, he's taken the phone, set it down in front of him, put it on speaker, and is writing all of this down.
I don't know about the other things, but they're really hard to come by, hard to cultivate. Wouldn't survive in your, wouldn't survive on Earth because of. Well, they would have to find somewhere where hard reality couldn't get to it.
So, like a demi-plane?
Something like that. I don't know anyone who would grow it. It's not really a. By itself, it's not really a plant that you go to. It's pretty common in the dreaming. Common, yet not common. Rare, but not rare.
Does it have any effects on its own, or only when it's mixed with anything?
On its own, not so much. Mixed, as I said before, is a dream reader, so you're able to collect dreams, store them, remove them, cultivate them. The plant itself in its ground, it usually eats the dreams of those in the surrounding area. It's something used to collect joy. Keep one from disappearing on that plane. But I don't know why it would be found in something as cold and calculating as drug pharmaceuticals.
You know if it has any unique effects when mixed with and he's gonna think for a minute and try and remember all of the different, because the Verbena have a different way of referring to the spheres, as all groups technically do.
Yeah.
And he's going to does it have any unique effects when mixed with the Wine Harvest or the Awakening or the Greening Earth?
That's a difficult question. You could say that technically this plant could work with any of them. You would just, well, if you were trying to craft anything with it, what's the best way to put it? You would need a sacrifice for that to work.
Sacrifice?
Yeah. Something, used to be a time we used to feed human hearts to them to help them grow. Not literal. Well, yes, literally, and not literal at one point. It was more. It was used at a time of war. It fed off of dreams, but cultivated off of blood.
That results in it becoming a fetter?
That I couldn't answer. I wouldn't know. That's not my neck of the woods, unfortunately.
Either way, the information you've given me is far more helpful than anyone else. This will help us narrow down to maybe who killed a bunch of people last night.
I would just be careful. Anyone able to cultivate it on Earth, probably. Well, I shudder to think. Just keep on your P's and Q's.
I will. We need to figure this out so I can go back to doing my own thing and not having to deal with a psychopathic janitor.
Well, if you need anything, you can always contact your mother. Your mother knows how to get in touch with me, as always. And don't forget to call every once in a while.
I will try to be better at that.
That's all I ask. All right.
They say as they like, if the screen zoomed in on the book in big bold letters, like traced over a couple of times, he writes, "Remember to call home," and scribbles underneath it with a couple of lines.
Well, I will talk to you later. And the phone hangs. It's briefly, you can hear him talking. How do I hang this up? I press switch button? Oh, it's the green one. No, the red one. Well, which red one? And you can hear that he's now speaking on speakerphone. I will get this right, and he finally hangs it up.
Oh, that poor old man still doesn't understand technology. It's not their sphere, though.
Kira,
But this gives us something to go off of.
Kira, as you look at the compounds and you also look at the pictures, you notice something. Give me wits and actually no, resolve and awareness. Difficulty of 3.
That's a 5 dice pool. Yeah. 503. Oof.
You do have willpower.
Yeah, I'll burn one. And it didn't help. Whatever. So
So
close, but no cigar.
yeah, so you have a photographic memory. So you do remember seeing the symbol. You remember that you've seen it at a party years back, but you can't remember what the connection
The symbol
was.
that was on the drug?
Yes. Now that you got your wits about you, you do definitely think I've seen this before, or I've seen this. It was at a party. Yeah, you sit there trying to ponder, and we watch as the camera pan away as you're still trying to sit there and get your wits together, figure it all out, do the math. We finally go back to the apartment of Nick Savant. We see Linda on her phone texting. She looks at Scott every briefly. He looks uncomfortable as Henry is measuring him out for the measurements. Nix, you see your door open and you see Samson running out in a hurry. He's putting on his jacket, shoes on. He has his bags packed. Emergency in New York. They gotta go. And if you're saying something, you are muted.
So at first they were gonna ask where they were going, but then they hear that and they're just like, all right, come here. And they're like, give him a kiss, hug, pat on the head.
Bye. Hopefully that favor comes. You get a knock on the door. Scott, you turn around. You see Saint. Oh, Sammy, baby. Heard you need to lift. What am I to some of you guys? Do I look like Uber? Come on. I'll get you where you need to go. All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. It might be a little bit. Something happened at one of the chantries.
All right, I'll hold down the fort here. You go play hero where you need to, babe.
All right, and you just see the two of them run out. The camera pans away from the room where everything's being designed over to Sammy and Saint disappearing off into the ether. And then we pan over to a figure in a red jacket looking down at the city. He takes a long puff of cigarette. He says something to someone. It's inaudible. It's like the wind is messing up the sound. But we do see a young woman. Yeah, I know. So, 2 dead girls and 2 keystones in the span of 2 weeks. Damn. Well, we really need to figure this one out, huh? Anyways, you really should go see your apprentice. They pretty much are a wreck without you. And that's when we end our scene. So, thank you for watching Neon Gore. We'll be back next week, same time, and hopefully there might be a surprise 4th person on. I just got to see. But this has been a great night. Hopefully, my players didn't get too shaken up. Don't worry. The worst is yet to come.
Shaken but not stirred.
Yeah, shaken but not stirred. Besides, this is just a hangover. Now we have to get to the Walk of Shame. Oh, wait. I already did the Walk of Shame. Oh. A few more parties later. It's been fun, guys. Have a good time. And, yeah. Just keep a neon light on for us. The world is a little bit dark outside. Take care.